Manton Rangers football is on the air on 107.1 The Drive and 107.1thedrive.com. This broadcast is sponsored by the 308 Forest Area Federal Credit Union, Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate, the Manton Boosters, Shepler Well Drilling, the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center, Lutke Hydraulics, Cadillac Java and Java 2, the Smokehouse, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Maple Ridge Living Center, and Bostic's Drugstore. Now let's head to the field and join the voice of the Manton Rangers, Rick Swanson.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Manton Ranger football on 107.1 The Drive. I'm Rick Swanson, longtime teacher and coach at Manton, and I'll be providing the play-by-play. And joining me tonight is my partner, Jim Smart, also teacher, coach, and AD at Manton for several years himself. Last year, Smarty and I did several games together, and we are excited to be able to, once again, broadcast Ranger football on the air. It's week 3, JP, as the season is now nicely getting underway, and welcome to you. Nice to have you back.
Thanks, Swan. It's good to be back and back in the saddle again. So I'm looking forward to tonight's game.
We're hoping we can stay with you all night long. We've had power outages the first 2 weeks, kind of strange set of circumstances. Week 1, we were out for about 20 minutes. We just lost power here at the field. And last week, of course, the station was out. We could not transmit the game at all because of the rough storm that went through the area a couple days before that. So hopefully we're good to go. Our Cadillac station, 107.1 The Drive, will be broadcasting all the Ranger varsity games this season, home and away. So for at least the next 6 Friday nights, you can catch Ranger football action right here on 107.1 if you are not able to physically get out to attend the games. If playoff action follows, we will be there also. All games are at 7 o'clock, and our pregame will start about 6:40.
Yeah, and we should have what anticipates to be quite a ball game tonight with the Highland Conference opener, and we are entertaining the Aggies, which are traditionally a very strong program.
Yes, they are. It is week 3, and Manton is hosting the Beale City Aggies, as Smarty said, to open Highland Conference action. Beale finished last season at 4-5, the first year since 1999 that they did not qualify for the playoffs. In fact, Beale City had gone 11 consecutive years with at least a playoff win in each of those years until last season. And anyone following Highland Conference football knows Beale has been a power in the league and the playoffs for what seems like forever. I mean, I played against Beale when I was in high school, and they were strong on the gridiron. And Manton has not defeated Beale City since 1982. Now, that's not in consecutive years since then, because Manton did leave the Highland and go to the Northwest for 17 years. But still, it has only been one win against Beale City in the history of these two teams. And last year, Manton hung with Beale City until late in the game, and Beale came away with a 33-19 win. Smarty, we did that game down in Beale.
Yeah, we did, and it was a very interesting game. If you remember, Swan, our quarterback, Mr. Rule, was injured, and we went with our sophomore quarterback at the time, and he kind of struggled at the beginning, but boy, he certainly has grown since then. Jacob Hahn has done a nice job in the first 2 games as a signal caller here, but yeah, we did hang with him, and there's a lot of people that said with a break here or there that we could have put one on him last year. So
yeah. Well, so far this season, Beale has dropped their first 2 games. They lost the opener 2 weeks ago, 41-14 to Clare, and they dropped one last week, 13-6 to Kent City.
Yeah, and they're very tough ball games, but I watched game tape on both games, and against Clare, Beale was tied 14-14 at half and actually had an early lead against them. And, of course, a defensive struggle against Kent City, just a good high school defensive ball game, that game.
Now, the Rangers, they went 4-5 last year, same record as Beale. And they did experience a lot of changes, though, going into this season. We've talked about the new faces in the lineup. A large number of seniors graduated a year ago. All the linemen graduated except one. A lot of skill position players like Hunter Rule, Jaden Perry, Ethan Ansick, they're gone. and, of course, the big change in the head coaching position. So it's been a change at the beginning of the season, JP, but the Rangers have responded. Kids are stepping up, and they've won their first 2 ball games. Coach Salani, the new head coach, was one of your assistants when you were the head coach here in Rangerland. And then from 2013 to 16, he worked with the middle school, and last season he was a varsity assistant. And to rehash the 2 games, Manton won their opener against Joburg, 29-22, very good ball game. And then last week, they kind of had their way with White Cloud, running away with that one, 48-0.
Yeah, that was impressive. Both of them were impressive wins. Last week, we had an opportunity to watch the ball game, and truly dominated the ball game, both sides of the ball. And they actually held White Cloud to negative yards total offense, which does not happen very often at any level of football. So.
Well, folks, you are listening to 107.1 The Drive, which, along with area sponsors, has stepped up to put Manton Ranger football on the air. And we want to thank those sponsors who have made this possible. They are Lutke Hydraulics and Forest Products, Forest Area Federal Credit Union, Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, the Smokehouse, located on 13th Street in Cadillac, Shepler Well Drilling in Manton, Java and Java 2 of Cadillac, the 308 in Manton, Manton Booster Club, the Wilder Heating and Cooling, Maple Ridge Living Center, Jamie Fellows Garno, City to Shore Real Estate in Manton, and Bossick's Drug Store, also located in downtown Manton. If you can, please visit those businesses and thank them for supporting the Rangers. And without them, no Ranger football on the radio. It's plain and simple. Well, Smarty, let's move on and start talking about the teams a little bit as the clock is winding down. Despite Manton at 2-0 and Beale City at 0-2, this is going to be a huge challenge for the Rangers. So let's take a look at Beale City. First off, some of their personnel. As mentioned earlier, they finished last year 4-5. What can you tell us about some of their standouts?
Well, they have a quarterback. He's a junior, number 10, Logan Chillman, very good athlete, big, strong, throws the ball well, and does a real nice job running their offense. They have a big kid, Seth Schaefer, number 80. He's their middle linebacker on defense, and plays one of their end positions, and he's just a solid football player. Very big offensive line, led by number 75, Adam Pung. I was impressed with him on tape, both offensively and defensively. In fact, against Clare found a place on the offensive left-hand side of the ball to have some success, and it wasn't too long, and they moved big number 75 over to that on the defensive right to try to shut that down. They are a typical Beale team. They are very fundamentally sound, very few penalties, very few turnovers. They get off the ball well, play physical football.
Well, let's move on to the other side of the field. Let's take a look at the Rangers for a moment. Manton last qualified for the playoffs in 2014. They did finish last season with a 3-game winning streak to finish at 4-5. And there were questions who would step up into those shoes left by graduation, but we are getting a look in these first couple weeks of the season, and we've not been disappointed. But it's going to be very interesting as the season unfolds just to see how this new Ranger is able to gain their own identity. Last year's team could certainly move the ball, but defensively gave up too many points to be tremendously successful. JP, what can we look for from the Rangers?
Well, offensively, they are led by Jacob Hahn at the quarterback position. Looks much more solid in that position. He throws the ball very well and has a nice command of the offense and runs the ball very well as well. He's got 240 yards passing thus far this year with 2 TDs and 190 yards rushing, and he has scored 3 TDs. Nick Dunham has looked very impressive from his running back position. He's gained over 100 yards rushing in each one of his first 2 games. But I really like his vision and his cutting ability. I really think that has stood out for Nick. Isaac Graydon has caught a touchdown pass, and Trent Grover has also scored a rushing TD. And, you start talking about points on the board, that means the offensive line is starting to come around. We had a lot of experience graduate last year, and so they're doing a nice job up front. Defensively, thus far, we've been strong up front against the run, and we'll need to be again tonight because Beal does like to run the football, and we got a very tall secondary, inexperienced, but Coach Salani really likes their potential, and we are led defensively by Trevor Salani, Jake Renfer, and Caleb Milkey.
Well, we got a good crowd. They're still filing in here at the Manton Athletic Complex. We got great weather, just weather in the 60s, great football weather, and hopefully we got a great game coming your way here on 107.1 The Drive. Beal City looking for their first win of the season. The Rangers looking to pick up their third victory on this young year and sixth in a row over 2 seasons.
And we're really looking forward to tonight's ball game, Swan. I think it's going to be a great test for the Rangers. You alluded to it earlier in the night. It's been a long time since we defeated these Aggies, and so it's important that we get off to a good start so we get our confidence level.
Exactly. That would be a huge thing to boost a little confidence here in the Rangers. I know Coach Salani was going to stress to his team that Beal City in the preseason was kind of picked to win the conference this year, and Manton was picked to finish last or in 6th. So he was going to kind of use that as a little stimulation for his team this week and drill that into them and say, let's see if we can change that whole aspect. Well, the band is working their way out onto the field, and we're going to have our national anthem here real soon with introductions. And we're going to break away for a moment, and then we'll come back and talk about the coaches a little bit and what we might expect to see and what they would like to do on the field tonight. So stay with us. We've got Highland Conference football action here in Manton. The Manton Rangers playing host to the Beal City Aggies. And we will be back in 60 seconds.
107.1 The Drive is WCKC Cadillac. Now with more classic rock than ever before. This is the new 107.1 The Drive. The Lakes Classic Rock Station.
Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Rangers sports teams. And go Rangers!
Knowledge of the business, safety, dependability, and professionalism is what you'll get from Scheffler Well Drilling of Manton. Scheffler Well Drilling is a proud community supporter and would like to wish the Manton Rangers good luck in this year's sports season. Cadillac Java and Java 2 is the place to be for all things delicious. Java is a specialty drive-thru coffee shop offering fresh espresso, premium coffees, frozen, iced, and blended drinks, ice cream, chai teas, and their most popular item, the frozen hot chocolate. And what goes great with amazing drinks? Flavorful treats like bagels, muffins, donuts, and more. Cadillac Java has 2 convenient locations to serve you at 725 North Mitchell Street and at 6319 East M115 in Cadillac West. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Big town gourmet taste with a small town personal feel.
Welcome back to Manton Athletic Complex. The Rangers hosting the Beal City Aggies tonight. That was the Marching Ranger Band presenting our national anthem. So, Smarty, let's turn our attention to the coaches for a moment. While down on the field, they'll be introducing the starting lineups. Beal City is coached by Brad Gross. He is in his 3rd year as the head coach in Beal City. What can you tell us about Coach Gross?
Well, any great surprise, he's kept that full house key offense intact at Beal. He likes to rotate his running backs around, keep them fresh, tries to wear down the defense. They will run a little spread, a little split back look as well, but they I mean, 90% of the time they're going to come out in that T formation. Off of that, your classic plays will run off tackle. They'll do the a double dive look. They'll run what we used to call a crossbuck, where they got some crisscross action in the backfield, pull back trap, and play action out of that. Defensively, against Kent City, they ran a 4-4, but since we run a spread offense, which same thing Claire ran, I anticipate seeing a 3-3 set with 5 defensive backs. So I think that's what we'll be seeing from them tonight.
Now the Rangers head coach, Eric Salani, as we said, in his first year as the head coach, after serving several years in the program here at Manton. His assistant coaches are Tom Skyver, Alex Lutke, and Adam Coleman.
Yeah, and Coach Salani, you know, I was impressed back with him way back in the day. He's very knowledgeable, very enthusiastic. He likes his team. He thinks they're very coachable, and they want to do well and improve. He likes to run an up-tempo offense, no huddle, and wants to try to keep teams off balance, about 50%, running the ball 50%, passing the ball. He wants to take what the defense gives them. They need to improve their blocking in all phases and try to establish that run so that they can run some play action off of that. Defensively, he thinks they're much improved. Defensive backfield is tall and agile, and he'll play a 4-3 with different coverages, man-to-man and some zone. I think what you'll see tonight when they run that T, that he's going to rotate his corners up, so it'll actually look more like a 6-3 defense. And against White Cloud last week, we got couple of those kids coming off the edge. He would like to win the ball game tonight. His goals, he wants each individual player to do his job, each play, and try to tire that defense out with an up-tempo offense.
You are listening to 107.1 WCKC Cadillac and Highland Conference football action ready to open up for the season. Highland Conference play opening tonight for all 6 Highland Conference teams. We got Pine River at Everett and Lake City at McBain in the other 2 games going on tonight. To start tonight's ballgame, Manton will be kicking off. They are wearing the home black jerseys with white pants, with the white lettering on the jersey, and Beale City, they're blue and white. They have their white road jerseys and blue pants with the blue lettering. And here we go. This thing is underway. Here's the kick from the Rangers, taken at the 23-yard line to the 30, the 35, and the Beale City return out near the 40-yard line where they will have it first down. They're going to spot the ball at the 39.
Yes, Trevor Salani, excuse me there. I'll probably call him that more than once tonight. Trevor Salani had the tackle on that, and he was assisted by Parker Siddle.
Beale City comes out in that full house, just as we were talking about. Quarterback Shillman under center. Everything packed in, 2 tight ends. Here's the snap. Handoff coming this way as Beale City goes from right to left across your radio dial, and that is number 30 getting the first carry of the ball game for the Aggies. That's Ben Matthews, and he picks up about 9.
Yeah, that was that little crossbuck action that I talked about a little bit beforehand. They take the fullback, they dive him away from the play, they pull the backside guard, and he leads around the play, and it was a nice play for him to get the ball game started.
Same formation, 2 tight ends, full house backfield. Shillman under center. 2nd down, 1. Just underway here in Manton. 2nd play of the ball game. Here's the snap. This time going to the right side to number 6, Brendan Shaner. The senior running back picks up about 3, which is good for the first down for the Aggies. Ball spotted just across midfield on the Ranger 48-yard line.
That was just an off-tackle power, backside back with the 2 front side backs leading up to the hole. Trevor Salani was the one that made initial contact on that defensive play.
1st and 10. This time the Aggies split a receiver to the right. Again, they're going right to left across your radio. That is Ryan Ames, who was split wide. 2 setbacks. This time handoff to number 32, Sam Fox. And a good defensive play there by the Rangers holds them to no gain.
Yeah, that formation that time is something they've showed earlier. It's 2 tight ends with a flanker and split backs. That time, Trevor Salani shot a gap and made a very nice play. He held him to no gain.
We had talked about Beal using an army of running backs. They've had 3 running plays and 3 different people have carried. So I think we're going to see that ball spread around a little bit for Beal City. This time again, 2 tight ends and a flanker to the left. 2 setbacks. Chillman under center. 2nd down, 10. Snap. Handoff right up the middle. And the Ranger defense is there to meet Brendan Shaner for maybe a gain of 1. Nice defensive effort again by the Rangers.
Yeah, Trenton Lytle came up. Number 50 came up and stuffed him right in the hole. He spun out of that. But then number 9, Jacob Hahn, and number 44, Caleb Belke, came in and finished it up. So did a nice job cleaning it up.
3rd down, 9. Ball is on the Ranger 47-yard line. Just nicely into the ballgame. 9:32 left to go, opening quarter. No score. This time, flanker left. And they have a wing left here, JP, I believe. 1 setback. Chillman under center. They bring in motion to the left. Chillman falling back to pass. And the defense is right there. Wow, close to a lateral. Chillman couldn't get it away. He threw it to his right. Had to be parallel to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, I think they got a nice call on that. What they did, they came out with a double wing formation and rolled away from the one wing and tried to set up a screen pass the other side. And Trent Glover came in and put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, did a very nice job, and the ball fell incomplete.
4th and 9, the Aggies are punting. It's a short punt, but happened to take a Beal City bounce inside the 35-yard line. That thing traveled about 5 yards from the line of scrimmage in the air, but took a Beal City bounce. Aggies got a little break on that one.
Yeah, Chillman, what they do in their punt formation is Chillman, who's their quarterback, is also their punter, and they will roll him out almost like an Australian football kick. And if there's nothing, if nobody there defending him, he'll tuck it and run. So the Rangers did a nice job shutting that down.
Rangers start their first drive of the game on their own 32-yard line. Here's Salani in motion. He's got the ball going down the right sideline across the 40, knocked out of bounds after a nice first down gain. Salani came in motion left to right, and quarterback Jacob Hahn gave him the ball. Salani did the rest with a couple blockers.
Yeah, he picked up about 7 yards on the play, and nice job up front. Beal has come out in a 4-3 defense, essentially, to run it against our spread.
This time, Jacob Hahn in the shotgun, rolling to his left, looking deep. He's got Salani out there, just out of his reach. Trevor was kind of walking the sideline, and the ball was just a little bit out of bounds. He didn't want to step over the sideline, but incomplete pass.
Yeah, Jacob that time faked a run to the right and rolled out to a left. He's a right-handed quarterback, so that's a tough throw. And he did a nice job putting some mustard on it that time.
Rangers traveling left to right. 3rd down and 3. It'd be nice to have the Rangers pick up a first down here from the shotgun, spread formation. We had a little motion, I think, on the right tackle. I think that's going to cost the Rangers 5, JP. Did you see that?
Yeah, we were legal motion. And we really need to cut down on those penalties in a ball game like this because, like we alluded to earlier, that Beal City is very disciplined. Do not make too many penalties. They were bringing a linebacker, number 80. Schaefer was looking to stunt, and our kids were trying to pick that up and jumped off sides.
3rd down and 8, spread formation, handoff inside, Nick Dunham. And Nick gets about a yard before he's quickly brought down just across the 35-yard line. So that's going to leave the Rangers with a 4th. And Trevor Salani will, I'm assuming, do the punting. And he does now fall back into punt formation. Deep for Beal City, number 6 is Brendan Shaner. We've seen him carry the ball a couple times tonight. 8:18 left to go. Opening quarter, no score. Salani gets the snap. Punt is in the air. This one not up to Trevor Salani's standards. It traveled out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the Ranger 45-yard line. Kind of went off the side of his foot, it looked like, JP. He didn't get the nice height and spiral that he normally gets.
No, that was a very unusual punt for Salani. He didn't have a lot of pressure either, so I think he just maybe took his eye off the ball, if you say so.
So the ball is spotted at the Ranger 45-yard line. Very good field position for the second drive of the night for the Aggies. This time they split receivers both to the right and the left. 2 setbacks. Chillman still under center. We haven't seen the shotgun from Beal yet tonight. Chillman drops straight back, looking to his right, and the ball well overthrown. That pass intended for Ben Matthews. Incomplete, second down 10.
Yeah, I'm kind of finding this unusual. Beal's kind of being uncharacteristic tonight. And they got out of their full house formation. That was a pro set. They had a split end down to our side and a flanker and a tight end to the other side. And they look like they might want to try to throw the ball a little bit.
This time coming back with their full house backfield. 3 setbacks, 2 tight ends. Chillman under center, second down 10. Handoff to number 6. Makes a cut up the middle. Nice gain on the running play by Shaner. But we do have a penalty flag. We'll have to check that out. He picked up about 10. We'll see if it stands or not.
I didn't see what the infraction was, so.
Officials are talking about it. The teams really haven't moved to give us an indication which way it's going to go. But Shaner took that handoff, made a nice little jab step to his left through the center of the line, picked up good yardage. And it is a penalty against the Aggies, it looks like.
Yeah, the initial indication here is illegal procedure against the Aggies. That's a huge break for the Rangers because that negates about a 10-yard gain.
Exactly. Ends up being a 15-yard penalty when you add the run to it. So a 5-yard penalty moves the ball back to midfield right at the 50-yard line. And Beal City will have second down and 15. They break out again in their tight formation. 2 tight ends, full house. Chillman under center. Chillman takes a snap, pitches this time to the right, and there's a little bit of running room up the middle. Ben Matthews, the ball carrier, took that pitch and picked up about 8 after the dust clears and the ball is placed. It'll be third down and 7.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting play because that looked like a straight dive out of a pitch. So it was just a quick pitch, and the runner ran straight ahead. The Rangers are coming out. They're in their 4-3, and they're rotating their corners up. So it's giving us a 6-3 look when they come out in that full house set.
Third down 7, full house backfield. Under center is Chillman. Takes hands off to get his number there, number 12, Ryan Ames. He went off left tackle and not good for the first down, about a yard short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1, Beal City.
Trevor Salani made the tackle coming from his middle linebacker position. And we actually had some good penetration at the point of attack. Chillman was getting hit as he handed the ball off.
Yes, the Ranger defense was in there very quickly. You're absolutely right. Almost in the grasp of one of the Rangers when he handed the ball off. 4th and 1, they're going for it at this part of the field. 36-yard line of the Rangers. Here's the handoff off right tackle, and there's some running room. He's going. He might take it in. Pulled down inside the 5-yard line is number 6, Brendan Shaner. Big gain by the Aggies.
Yeah, he was tackled by Jacob Ward. He made a touchdown-saving tackle. All that was out of that full house was a left half off tackle to the right-hand side of the ball or the line of scrimmage, and Beal City had some great blocking at the point of attack and created a huge hole.
Looks like about a 30-yard gain. The Aggies have it 1st and goal from just inside the 5-yard line. They come out in a full house. Chilman under center, 2 tight ends. Here's the hand up to Shaner again. Same play, it looked like, going off right tackle. Makes his way through a couple of defenders and into the end zone for the touchdown. Looked like the Rangers might have had him stopped, but great second, third effort from Shaner puts it in the end zone.
Yeah, he did a nice job running the ball because we actually had a kid hit him in the backfield, and he broke that tackle, and then he kept the legs churning and drove it into the end zone.
So 5-yard touchdown run from Brendan Shaner, and the Aggies put the first points up on the board, 6-0, and now the try for extra point is coming up. 5:49 left to go, opening quarter here in Manton, the start of Highland Conference action. And they're teeing it up. Aggies will try for the kick on the extra point. Ryan Ames lined up to do the kicking. Kick is up and blocked. Rangers got a hand up. Kick is no good, and that leaves it 6-0. We're going to take a quick pause here in Manton. We will be back for the Beale City kickoff in 30 seconds.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of Manton High School. CTC is the place to be.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Manton Athletic Complex. Rick Swanson with Jim Smart, bringing you Manton Ranger football as the Rangers tonight host the Beale City Aggies. Beale City has just put some points up on the board, first score of the night, and they lead at 6-0 after the kick was blocked in the extra point attempt. So Beale City lining up to kick off to the Rangers. And deep for Manton, we have number 15, Isaac Radin, and number 22, Nick Dunham, looking to return this kick.
Yeah, well, I thought that we did a nice job on Beale's opening drive, shutting them down, and actually we got some nice penetration from the defensive line in that second drive, and actually put some pads on some kids, but they did a nice job running. You know, we got to make sure we keep our feet moving when we make the tackle and drive through the ball carrier, because we were in position to make several plays there, and
that play started with Beale having a procedure penalty, so the Rangers couldn't take advantage of that. They had a 1st and 15, but yet Beale City puts together a 5-play drive to put it in the end zone. Here's the kick. Bouncer off the ground, taken by Dunham at the 25, 30. Tries to make a cut, and he's brought down right there at about the 32-yard line, where Manton will have it first down.
Yeah, a little lane opened up there, and he made a little burst through it, but then it got closed down in a hurry.
So Manton's second possession of the evening. They were forced to punt first time, could not make a first down. This time we've got the spread formation. Jacob Hahn takes it, keeps it himself, trying to get around the right side, and brought down. Short gain, if any, looks like about the line of scrimmage. Tried to make it to the edge, but nothing there. Could never really turn it up to make any headway. They're going to give him, in fact, a loss of 1, second down 11.
The Aggies that time did a nice job stringing it out, so they let their backside players come in and make a fill on it.
From the shotgun, Hahn's handoff to Nick Dunham. Tried to go left. Met in the backfield that time by the Aggie defense. Loss again on the Ranger running play. Loss of 4 yards that time. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
And that time, big number 75, Adam Pung, got some great penetration and was in our backfield making a nice play.
Dunham the lone setback with Jacob Hahn. Hahn in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops straight back, looking deep to his left. Ball is out there, just out of the reach of Lucas McKernan. falls incomplete. It was a nice-looking ball from Jacob Hahn, but that brings up 4th down.
Boy, I tell you what, that was just inches away from making a big completion. And actually, I thought there was a little contact there when Lucas was trying to pull that one in. I wouldn't have been surprised to see a flag come out on that.
So the Ranger punt could give Beal City good field position. They're lined up to return from their own 40. Salani takes the snap. This time, much better punt than the first time. Backs Shaner up inside the 30. Tries to sidestep a defender. Does so. Going down the right sideline. Got a little running room. One cut, and he's caught from behind. Fumble. Ball's on the field. Beal City's there to pick it up. Nice return. We do have a flag on the far side. The Aggie return was to the Manton 36-yard line. Beal City's marching backwards, JP. It must be against them.
Well, I thought I saw more than one block in the back, and I was surprised that I didn't see a flag a little early, to be perfectly honest with you. That was great hustle that time by McKernan, because he was down there, almost made the play on the initial contact with the ball carrier, and then he hustled all the way back down the field and actually made the play. If he doesn't make that tackle, the possibility of him going into the end zone, but of course with the penalty that would have negated that.
So the penalty occurred at the Ranger 48. They're marking it off from that spot foul. So the Aggies will start this drive, which is their 3rd of the ball game, on their own 42-yard line. Aggies 1st and 10. We're in the first quarter. 4:37 left to go. Opening quarter in Manton. 6-0. Beal City on top. In the full house. First down. Chillman takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Being chased. And he's going to be caught. Big loss on the play. That is Cole Regnerus. I'm sorry, Jacob. That's Hahn, right?
Yep.
Jacob Hahn, excuse me. Chased him down from Chillman's backside. Chillman didn't even see him coming until the last second. And loss of about 9 on the play for Beal City.
That's where Hahn is playing that corner, and they come on the full house, so they rotate him up, and they roll away from him, and that just gives him a green light to go. And did a great job.
So Beal City now 2nd down, 19. Rangers need to make this defensive stand after that great first play. Wide receiver split to the right, also a wing right, and we've got penalty flags before the snap. And this also against Beal City.
Another illegal procedure. I think I've seen more penalties here in the first quarter against Beal than their first 2 games combined. It's uncharacteristic of them, and we'll take it. They came out in a pro set that time. They had a split end toward us, Swan, and a tight end and a flanker. A slot over to the other side. And I think they're going to try to put the ball up a little bit.
2nd down and 24 for Beal City. Rangers just need to avoid the big play here. Wide receiver split to the right. Have a wing right, 1 setback. Handoff straight up the middle, and boy, did he get hit. Trevor Salani came from his linebacker spot, and the Beal running back had no prayer on that one.
Well, I would have to say that Trevor was keen. They had a single back in the backfield, and I had to believe that Trevor was keying him, and that kid attacked, so he attacked, and he stuffed him.
That's one of the better hits I've seen in a while.
He stuffed him right now.
Man, oh man. No gain on the play. 3rd and long for the Aggies.
That was a big play.
Aggies split out again wide to the right, coming wide to the left also.
We got a timeout on the field.
We have some, Salani has something, maybe an equipment problem.
Yeah, maybe a mouthpiece or
so. Substitution made for him.
Oh, it's a strap.
Now Jake Renfer coming off. But just a couple of substitutions, and we're going to be ready to go. 3rd and about 23, 24, looks like that. Receiver split wide to the right and left, 2 setbacks. Chillman under center. Big play for the Ranger defense. Chillman looking to his right, passes out there. Off the receiver's hands, incomplete, but boy, The Rangers had it covered. Jacob War was out there playing the defense, and if that pass had been completed, that receiver would have gone nowhere, JP.
No, Jacob had given a little bit of a cushion there, but boy, he closed in a hurry, and actually put a nice little lick on him to finish off the play. Here comes Chillman, and watch this Australian punt that he'll do. He'll roll right with the ball.
4th down, 4th and long. Beal City punting. Punt travels across midfield, hits at the 45, and the Rangers don't touch it. Ball rolls to the 41, and the Rangers will take over 1st and 10. Nice defensive stand. The Aggies hurt themselves with a couple penalties on that drive, but the Rangers now have decent field position. See if they can get something going for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I got to believe that'll give them a little shot of confidence here. Their first defensive stand, they did a nice job. Then Beal put that drive together, and like you said, a couple penalties helped, but he kind of made some nice plays there as well.
Sure did. Jacob Hahn takes a snap in the shotgun, being chased, but officials called it dead. I guess we had a timeout taken before the snap. It looks like the Rangers took a timeout. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back here in Manton in just 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Wilder Heating and Cooling is a name you've come to trust when it comes to Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps. They can provide quality service at a quality price with a 10-year labor and parts warranty and service all makes and models. Financing is available. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling is a proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Really?
Welcome back, everyone, to the Manton Athletic Complex, the opening of Highland Conference action. The 2-0 Rangers against the 0-2 Beal City Aggies. 2:38 left to go in the opening quarter, and the Rangers have just taken a punt from Beal City. They'll start at 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard line. The Aggies lead at 6-0. Been a tough defensive battle here so far, and we'll see what the Rangers can do on this particular possession. From the shotgun, Hahn takes a snap, rolling to his right, looking for someone to throw to. Being chased by the defense, he's going to keep it, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Rangers yelling for maybe a late hit out of bounds, but I don't see any flags, and it's going to end up being a loss of about 4 for the Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers came out in a trips formation that time to the offensive right, and they had the 2 inside receivers run a deep route to clear it out, and they tried to drag the outside receiver underneath it, and he was covered, so he had to just tuck it and go.
From the shotgun again, Jacob Hahn, Nick Dunham, lone running back. This time Hahn tries to keep it himself and make a play up through the middle of the line, but Beal City says no, and a loss of a couple on the play. It's going to be tough to run against the interior line of that Beal City defense.
Yeah, if you're watching them, they really come off the ball well, and they stay nice and low and get some penetration. I think they really want to start running. If they want to run away from 53 and 75, who are on the defensive right, which would be our offensive left.
3rd down and 16 for the Rangers. 1:53 left to go. Opening quarter. Hahn takes a snap. Back to pass. Looking to his right. And it's almost picked off by Chillman. He was the closest one to the ball, but right through his hands. And it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Rangers.
Yeah, that was a fortunate break for the Rangers that time because that ball was thrown right to Chillman. I think that they're looking for one of our receivers to run a seam route, and he kind of got knocked off his route. So he wasn't there.
4th down, 16. Trevor Salani in punt formation. Snap is good, and the kick is up. Excellent looking punt this time, and the Aggies are going to let it hit. Takes a Ranger bounce, nice Ranger bounce down near the 15-yard line. Officials will mark it at 16. Beal City will have it 1st down.
Another nice punt by Salani. He's a pretty good weapon for us back there.
He does do an excellent job. He's been the punter here for the Rangers for as long as I remember, at least the last couple of years, his sophomore year and junior year. And he can boot the ball, that's for sure. 1st and 10, Beal City. Ball on the 16-yard line of the Aggies. 1:33 left to go. Opening quarter, 6-0. Beal City on top. 1st and 10, Beal City. Here's a snap from the full house. Chillman with the handoff. And the Ranger defense is right there, standing strong. Number 30, Ben Matthews, the ball carrier for the Aggies. No gain, second down 10.
Nice job of penetration that time by Gavin Summers. He was at the bottom of that pile, creating a log jam and wrapping his arms around the player. And then Jake Renfer and Salani came in and helped clean it up.
Second down 10. We've only had one drive in the whole first quarter here tonight, JP, and that was the Aggies' scoring drive. Otherwise, it's been a very tough defensive battle. Snap. Chillman fakes a handoff, rolls to his right, looking for someone to throw to, and he's got a receiver. Talon Neath going down the right sideline to the 45-yard line. A nice pickup from the Aggies, but we do have a penalty marker.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle by Jacob Hahn to finish that up. What they did is they brought the backside tight end across on a drag route. They had a roll. They just rolled right, and he was wide open. But then one of their players put a nice lick right in the middle of one of our players' back.
That would have been about a 30-yard gain for the Aggies, but again, as uncharacteristic as it might be, another Beal City penalty. And that's going to cost them big time again. It's like a spot foul. They're going to walk it off from the 35-yard line. Move it back to the 25. And it looks like are they going to keep it there? They're going to keep it there. Ball at the 25-yard line. Second down and 1, Beal City.
Yeah, that was not a tough call to make there.
Clock running, under a minute left to go, opening quarter. Barring a stop of the clock, this could be the last play of the first quarter. Chillman takes a snap, full house, straight up the middle, and there's running room. Broke through, nobody there, going down the left sideline, being chased. And the Aggie running back is caught at about the 25-yard line of the Rangers. But that just opened up, JP, and there was a lot of running room that time.
Yeah, that was just a straight dive and quick hitter, and they just had some good blocking at the point of attack, and he popped her out. Paul Regneris did a nice job chasing him down.
Roughly 50 yards on that running play, and Beal City will have it 1st and 10 on the Ranger 25-yard line. Clock running, 14 seconds. We'll see if Beal City just lets it run out or they try to squeeze a play into the end of the quarter. Chillman under center, but looks like they're going to let it go. And that is the end of the first quarter here in Manton. Our first quarter score, Beal City 6 and the Manton Rangers nothing. We'll be back in Manton in 60 seconds.
As consolidation and mergers keep shuffling bank control from corporate boardroom to faraway corporate boardroom, Forest Area Federal Credit Union hasn't lost sight of why they're in business. You. It's evident in Forest Area's commitment to delivering quality financial services with a personal touch. It shows in their fierce dedication to local causes and missions. Let them show you. Join Forest Area Federal Credit Union with branches in Manton, Kalkaska, Kingsley, and Fife Lake. Learn more at forestarea.com. Insured by the NCUA.
Looking to buy a home or sell yours? Need to upgrade or downsize? Go with experience. Go with Garno. Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate is your full-time real estate professional with 15 years of experience helping people make their homeownership dreams come true in the greater Cadillac area. Homes are needed now to meet the demand. Want to know what your home is worth in today's real estate market? Talk to Jamie Fellows Garno, serving Wexford, Missaukee, Osceola, and Grand Traverse counties from the new City to Shore branch office in Manton at 113 Main Street.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Manton Athletic Complex. Rick Swanson along with Jim Smart. And we are ready to start the second quarter between the Manton Rangers and the visiting Beal City Aggies. Out of 6 possessions in that first quarter, 5 ended in punts, and we've had the one scoring drive from Beal City when they put together a 45-yard march, and those are the only points on the board right now, 6-0. And now Beal City has a 1st and 10 on the Ranger 25. Chillman handoff up the middle. Number 1, Trey Small, the ball carrier, And again, a lot of room through the middle of that defensive line by the Rangers, and pickup of about 12 is going to give Beal City another first down.
Yeah, they came on a double wing formation that time, Swan, and brought the backside wing across the formation and looked like it was going to be a jet sweep, and then just ran a little fullback trap up front and created quite a running alley for him.
Ball on the 13-yard line of the Rangers. Beal City first down. Just nicely into the second quarter here in Manton. Opening night for Highland Conference action. Here's a snap. Chillman hands off to number 30, Ben Matthews, and Matthews is into the end zone, went off left tackle, and in to score for the Aggies' second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, all that was the off-tackle power out of the full house, and just good blocking at the point of attack, and the two lead backs lead through the hole, and essentially went into the end zone untouched.
13-yard touchdown run from Ben Matthews. Makes the score 12-0, and Beal City now will again attempt the extra point. This time it looks like they might be going for 2 rather than kick it. The first time the kick failed. They are going for 2. Chillman in the shotgun. Quite a formation on this one, JP. They had 4 split to the left. Takes it himself around that left end, and he's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good from Chillman, and that makes our score with 11:20 left to go second quarter. Beal City 14, and the Rangers nothing. We're going to take a quick pause. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all of your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore on Main Street in Manton. Call 231-824-6465.
We are back, everyone. Manton Athletic Complex. The Rangers hosting the Beal City Aggies. And the Aggies have just put their second touchdown on the board. 2-point conversion good, and they lead it 14-0 with 11:20 left to go in the second quarter. JP, what did you see on that? Boy, that extra point try.
That was, I don't know if you ever heard of the old swinging gate, but that essentially was a version of that, where they put 4 offensive linemen away from the ball, and then they bring a kid across in motion, and then the quarterback just kind of tucked it and went. And that's something we have not seen, I guarantee you, from them. And I think our kids were a little bit confused and what the heck was going on. You don't see that very often at all.
Beal City kicking off, going left to right. The 2-0 Rangers, the 0-2 Beal City Aggies. Kick, as they did the first time, trying to bounce it along the field. This one went right to the front line players of the Rangers and could have bounced off them, but the Rangers recover it, and they've got pretty good field position. That was covered up by Parker Siddle, number 8.
Yeah, Parker did a really nice job with that because that was low and away from him, and he knocked the ball down and fell right on top of it. Didn't try to pick it up. Good heads-up play.
From their own 47-yard line, the Rangers have it first down. This would be the time to put something together. Salani goes in motion. Hahn keeps it straight up the middle. Got some running room. Good for first down yardage, I believe. Looks like a gain of about 11 on the play. That's the first time they really had that much running room up in the middle of the line.
Well, we brought Salani across like a jet sweep action, and it was a quick hitter. And I don't, if we want to try to run the ball against these guys, we got to attack them quick, and we can't try to run things and try to get strung out. We gotta go straight ahead.
Spread formation. Nick Dunham, lone setback. He gets the handoff, and the ball is on the ground. Dunham lost control of it, and Beal City's got it. Boy, what you didn't need at that point.
Well, and unfortunately, we had a nice gain. We had another about 5 or 6 yard gain, and I couldn't see which Beal tackler it was, but he came and he just punched the ball out, and away she went. Unfortunate.
So the Rangers fumble it away. Beal City has recovered. They'll take over on their own 32-yard line. The Rangers had something going, good field position, could not take advantage.
Yeah, and that was, a little bit of a quick hitter there as well.
Defense got to make a stand here. Down 2 scores. Full house. Handoff up the middle. Chillman giving to Matthews, who just scored on the last possession. And he's good for about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down 6.
Nice job from his defensive tackle position by Jake Renford that time, shutting that play down.
We are in the second quarter, man. 10:37 left to go in the first half. 14-0, Beale City on top. They've put together 2 scoring drives. Rangers really haven't been able to put an extended drive together yet tonight. 2nd down 6, full house backfield. Chillman under center. Takes a snap. Handoff comes this way. Number 6 working his way through the middle of the line. That's Brendan Shaner. And his pickup is pretty close to the yardage. The officials are calling for a timeout. They'll either make the decision or bring the chains out. What are we going to do? They're going to bring the chains out. Gain of about 6 puts the ball right at first down yardage. But the officials are going to check it for sure and see. So we'll bring the chains in from the other side of the field and have just a couple seconds here.
And that time, Beale came out in their full house, ran that crossbuck action we've talked about earlier tonight. And we actually had some guys, Regneris and Ware put a nice tackle on the player, but after he gained about 6. So
it is good for the first down by half the length of the football. So Beale City has it 1st and 10 on their own 42-yard line. Caleb Milkey coming off the field for the Rangers, looking a little hobbled maybe on the right foot. Going to take a couple plays off. 1st and 10, Beale City. Full house, Chillman under center, 2 tight ends. They pack it in. They have been packing it in most of the night. Here's a quick pitch to the left. And Shaner trying to make something happen. Defense was there, but he still was able to squirm his way through for about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7, Beale City.
Yeah, Connor McGrew and Trevor Salani were on that. Trevor made a nice pop, and Connor came in and did a nice job cleaning it up. It was another one of those quick pitch dive plays where they just get the ball out there in a hurry, and he goes straight ahead, doesn't try to get to the outside.
Exactly. On a play like that, quite often they're trying to get to the outside, but made a quick cut up. And here we go, 2nd down 7. Same formation, full house. Chillman's handoff to Shaner this time, loss on the play. The Ranger defense is there to stop anything from developing on that one. Loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Trenton Lytle did a nice job there, and then excuse me. Then Hahn came in and kind of finished it up, but that play was made by Lytle, coming in and filling very quickly.
Ball on the Beale City 44-yard line, 3rd down and 8. Nice chance here for the Rangers to put a stop to this drive. Beale City not really in 4-down territory. They might have to punt if the Rangers come up with a stop here. Wide receiver split wide to the right and left. Chillman throws to his left, and the pass is caught, but nothing beyond that. Gain of about 3 on the pass play, as is caught by Colby Berryhill, but the defense was there to stop and bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, Lucas McKernan from his defensive back position came up and filled right now and shut that play right down.
4th down and 5. Chillman is in punt formation. And deep for the Rangers, number 5, Cole Regnerus. Here's the snap. Chillman's punt is in the air. Regnerus is right there inside the 25 to the 30 to the 34. Brought down there by the Beale City defense, and Manton will have it 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line.
Well, I think that you might see us going back to more of that quick hitting stuff that we tried to establish there in the last drive before we turn the ball over on that fumble. Yeah, we'll be interested to see what Coach Salani dials up here.
Spread formation by the Rangers. Trevor Salani in the backfield this time, not Nick Dunham, who's usually there. Salani to Jacob Hahn's left. From the shotgun, takes the handoff, keeps it himself after faking the handoff to Salani, and Hahn's got some running room down the left sideline. Jab step, in, out, back out to the sideline, finally brought down inside the 30-yard line. Big offensive play by the Rangers. Biggest play they've had in this ballgame, JP.
No doubt about it. Jacob did a nice job. He ran the ball aggressively that time, and he was fired up when he got done. And he finished the play off, broke a tackle.
36 yards on the pickup by Jacob Hahn, and the Rangers have it 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line of the Aggies. Hahn in the shotgun, takes a snap, looks to pass to his right, and kind of in between the two receivers, he had Regnerus underneath. He had Isaac Raden deep, and the ball kind of fell between them.
Well, Regnerus was running an out, and Jacob threw the ball before he had made his cut, which is exactly what he's supposed to do, but just overthrew him a little bit. I mean, the play was there. I mean, he was open. He just overthrew him a tad.
2nd down 10. Ball on the 30. 7:29 left to go, second quarter. Hahn takes a snap, keeps it himself, tries to go up the middle, and Beale City defense puts a stop to that one. No gain on that play. In fact, they'll mark him with a loss of 2.
That was the same play they had the big gainer on, and this time he did number 9. Neath made the tackle, where last time Jacob broke that tackle.
Salani still in the backfield as the lone setback with Hahn. Receivers split wide to the right and left. Here's a snap. Hahn dropping back. Avoids one defender. Looking to throw. Makes a scramble of it to the left before he has to step out of bounds as he's pursued by several of the Aggie defenders.
And they were trying to set up a screen to the right side of the formation. Jacob was supposed to fake a run and then roll out to the left. He got some pressure right away, and when he looked, he did a nice job tucking the ball and running because they had that screen pass smelled out and shut down.
Gain of 2 puts the ball back at the original line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 10, and the Rangers at this particular spot on the field are going to go for it. Hahn in the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to his left. Now heaves it to his left. He's got Regnerus out there, and he's got it. He's got it. A nice catch by Cole Regnerus, the junior, inside the 5-yard line. Big pass, big catch, big play for the Rangers.
Yeah, and Hahn took quite a shot after the play. But he's up and ready to roll.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal to go for the Rangers. What kind of yards you got on that pass play, JP? Did you figure that out?
I'm trying to figure that out. 10, 20, I'd say about 24 yards maybe.
1st and goal. Best chance the Rangers have had tonight to put the ball into the end zone. Hahn takes a snap, hands off to Salani off right side, and he's in the end zone. 3-yard touchdown run from Trevor Salani, and the Rangers are on the board. 14-6, trailing Beale City by 8, and now they'll get the try for extra point.
That was a nice job of running by Trev that time. He got popped right at the line of scrimmage, kept the legs churning, and drove his body into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the kick. The kick is up by Lucas McKernan, the freshman, and he nails it right down the middle, pulling the Rangers within 14-7. So the Rangers answer and make a ball game of it. We're going to take a quick pause. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65 cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. Returning this fall to 308 on Saturday nights is comedy night with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine in only. Good drinks, events, good food, and good times at the Local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. The Local 308 is a proud supporter of the Manton Rangers and major supporter of Local First.
Welcome back, everyone, to Manton Athletic Complex. The Rangers hosting the Aggies. Highland Conference action. The Rangers have just gone 66 yards and put their first points on the board. Extra point good. And Beale City now leads it 14-7 with 6:32 left to go in the first half. Rangers ready to kick off. Two big plays on that last drive, 36-yard run, 24-yard pass. And the Rangers have put some points on, JP.
Absolutely, and that's huge. That's huge for momentum for us. That's huge confidence builder for us, and we got a ball game.
Number 3, the freshman, Lucas McKernan, who nailed the extra point, does the kicking on the kickoff, and taken by Beale City, 25-yard line. Return to the 40, finally brought down at about the 43, their own 43, where Beale City will take over 1st and 10.
Tackle that time made by War and Milky.
Last week, JP, after several of the Ranger touchdowns against White Cloud, we saw McKernan struggle with those extra point attempts, but boy, he put it right through tonight.
That's the best snap, hold, and kick I've seen so far this year, no doubt about it.
Full house backfield, Showman under center, 2 tight ends, 1st and 10, Beale City. Takes a snap, handoff right up the middle. Number 30 this time is the ball carrier. Ben Matthews, we've called his number a few times tonight. But the Ranger defense is there, limiting him to just a 2-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down, 8.
Yeah, Milky and Lytle were the primary tacklers on that play. Nice job by both those guys.
2nd down, 8. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line of Beale City. 14-7, Beale City on top, 5:50 left to go in the first half. Beale City again, full house. Chilman under center. Takes a snap. Pitches to the left. That's Shaner. Boy, it looked like he had a little running room for a second, and Salani came up to make a hard hit and a short gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, that was that quick pitch dive that they've had some success with, and Trevor did a nice job reading that again and filled the hole. I've seen him have 3 or 4 tackles tonight that I haven't seen him had all year so far. He's really playing aggressive tonight. That's good to see.
3rd down, 7 for the Aggies. Again, big defensive play for the Rangers if they can stop them here. Chilman under center. This time a receiver split wide to the left. Falls back, looking to pass over the center, and picked off by the Rangers. Number 2, Jacob War is there to intercept. And a flag comes in at the end of the play. We'll see what that is, but a big defensive play by the senior, Jacob War.
That's a great job by Jacob that time. He read the pass route and trailed the receiver, and as soon as the ball was in the air, he anticipated that, stepped right in front of the receiver, and made a pick. Great job by Jake that time.
So the penalty is going to go against the Rangers after the interception occurred, so they will keep the ball. But it looks like a hold. Was that the signal I think I got?
I don't know if it's a hold or a block in the back. I couldn't.
But after the penalties walked off, the ball is at the 25-yard line. The Rangers have it. 1st and 10. 4:50 left to go, 2nd quarter. Salani in motion to his right. Hahn takes the ball. Ball's on the ground. Boy, dangerous spot to be messing with a fumble, but the Rangers get on it.
Yeah, there was a miscommunication in the backfield because I think that was supposed to be a jet sweep maybe, or a fake jet sweep, and then a give to Dunham there. But I don't know, the ball got knocked off between those two, and it was on the ground, and Dunham made the recovery.
Loss of 3, 2nd down, 13. From the shotgun, Hahn keeps it, comes to his left, coming toward us as the Rangers go right to left. He gets out to about the original line of scrimmage, brought down there. And the Rangers will have 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 at the 25-yard line. Clock continues to run, just under 4 minutes now left to go in the first half. 14-7. Beale City on top.
Yeah, that last play was a quarterback keeper all the way. It was just tuck it and go.
Nick Dunham, lone setback, spread formation. Hahn takes it. Delayed handoff to Nick Dunham, but nowhere to run. Beale City had by that time penetrated the offensive line of the Rangers, and a loss of 5 on the play.
Yeah, that was a little delayed draw where Dunham just kind of settled, and Jacob went to try to roll out to his left and tuck the ball on his back hip, and we didn't fool anybody on the Beale City sideline or side.
Salani on to punt. Needs a big one right here to give the Beale City Aggies a lot of room to go. The punt is away, lands at the 48-yard line, takes a little Beale City bounce to the 45 down there by the Rangers. So Beale City will have it 1st and 10, good field position on the Ranger 45-yard line. Important for the Ranger defense here, JP, with 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Let's keep Beale City out of that end zone.
Absolutely. We got to make a stand here, and if we continue to fill and play, get some penetration like we're doing, we should be okay, but we can't give up a big running play here.
This time Beale City comes out with a wing to the left, 2 setbacks, going left to right. Quick pitch, but nobody was looking for the ball, and the Rangers have it. The ball was out there at midfield all by itself. Shaner was the back that it was intended for, but he'd already headed upfield. And the Rangers get a break here with the ball at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, they're running your classic quick pitch that time where they're going to go to the outside, and the running back never looked. So there's some miscommunication there. Good hustle by Connor McGrew to fall on the ball, and big break for the Rangers.
Spread formation. Salani the setback. On takes the snap, hands off to Trevor Salani. He's got some running room through the center of the line, inside the 40-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Rangers after a gain of 12. Nice head of steam Salani had going that time.
Yep, he's playing like a senior captain tonight, both sides of the ball.
1st and 10 as the chains are being moved. Clock stopped for a few seconds. Now it's running again. 2:45 left to go. Hahn again off to Salani. About the same path through that right side of the offensive line. And this time picks up a nice gain on 1st down of about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Rangers.
And that's the same play. We're running to our offensive right, and that's away from 75 and 53.
Spread formation. Hahn takes snap. Quick pass out to the left. This is a design pass and then run with it. And that's exactly what's happening for the Rangers. Quick pass out there to number 5, Cole Regneris. And Cole took it from there. He took it about straight out from the line of scrimmage, but is not brought down until he's down near the 10-yard line. Big pass play for the Rangers.
I'll tell you what, that whole play was made by number 3, Lucas McKernan, doing an outstanding job on the outside with a stalk block. Never gave up on it.
23-yard gain, 1st and 10 from the 10. Hahn in the shotgun. Keeps it himself, off left tackle, and it looks like he's good for about 4 yards down near the 6. Clock running, 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Boy, it'd be big if the Rangers could punch this one in.
It'd be huge.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down, 7. Hahn in the shotgun. Salani setback, handoff to Salani through that right side. He just marches into the end zone, but
they had
penalty flag and
blown the whistles.
Everybody had kind of stopped because of the whistle. Exactly.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a little illegal procedure on the Rangers.
I think it's offside Beale City, JP.
Really?
Yep, they're walking off inside the 5-yard line. They're going to place it at the 3. And the Rangers have it 2nd down. And a short 3. They can still get a 1st down just shy of the goal line. Here's the snap. Off to Salani again, following the same path he's had some success with. Down near the goal line. Clock continues to run, 1:35 left in the second quarter, and they spotted at about the 1 foot line. This might be first down yardage. They're not even going to measure. 3rd and inches, and also inches for the touchdown. And we've got a stoppage of play and a timeout taken by the Rangers.
Yeah, that's a pretty important play right here. Coach Salani wants to make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's a nice timeout by Coach.
Yeah, we'll keep it right here. 1:19 left to go, second quarter. Rangers threatening, have a chance to tie this thing up right before halftime. 14-7, Beale City on top. But as I look at the far corner over there at the goal line, Smarty, it's hard to tell exactly where everything is. We see the cone. And now they've moved the yard marker outside the down marker. Maybe the six didn't have to be there in the first place, because they did have the first down at the 10-yard line.
They
official over there trying to get the stick set just right.
Well, they just told him to get out of there because the trail stick is the important one because he's not supposed to move, and they just moved him out of there. So it's either going to be touchdown, but no first down.
So it looks like 3rd and goal to go. Again, inches from the goal line. In fact, up here it looks like the football is right at the goal line. So here we go, big play. Rangers got 2 chances to punch this thing in.
And we've got a new formation here, Coach. You look at we got
an eye.
You got an eye. You got Trent Glover, big strong kid.
We've got a penalty flag before that one really gets underway. It looked like Hahn wanted to go with a quarterback sneak.
And that's I think that was like an old silent quarterback sneak that just go up there and tap the center's button, go. But you got to make sure that everybody's set. And I didn't think Jake was set. I think he's a little.
I think he was running before he got the ball.
Yeah, he was a little excited.
So 5-yard penalty, that could be costly for the Rangers. Backed up to the 5-yard line, still 3rd and goal, but this time now from the 5. 1:17, plenty of time, get a couple plays off. 1:17 to go, second quarter. Here's the snap to Hahn, hands off to Salani, trying to get around the right side. Got a little running room, got to run through somebody, and he does. Trevor Salani into the end zone over on the right side as the Rangers go from right to left. And the Rangers pull within 1 at 14-13, and we'll have the try for extra point.
Boy, nice job of running by Trevor again. He, not to be denied, he got hit before the goal line. He just kept those legs churning and popped it in.
And the freshman, Lucas McKernan, trying to tie this thing up. Snap is good. Kick is up. And it's good. Freshman hit it again, and we've got a tie ball game at 14 apiece after Beale City had jumped out to a 14-0 lead.
And that wasn't as pretty as the last one, but it got through. It's kind of a spiral.
A pop-up spiral that just made it over the bar. We'll keep it here. We just got 1:11 left to go. First half, 14-14. And I'll tell you, Smarty, the Rangers have showed me something. Falling down 14-0, and they've battled themselves back here and tied this thing up.
Yeah, I think getting a couple stops in there and getting that first touchdown in and then creating a big turnover really has given them a shot of confidence here, and it's really shown here in this second quarter.
The Rangers did have a short field that time after they recovered the fumble. They started the drive at the 50-yard line, and they took it 50 yards in 4 plays. I should say 5 now. I got to add the touchdown run in there. But in 5 plays, they march it in to tie this thing up. Rangers ready to kick off.
And they had a nice little combination of mixing it up there with the pass and the run. And they're not trying to go way downfield. They're just trying to create some short passes and get kids in space and be able to create.
Here's the kickoff from McKernan, taken at the 20-yard line by Beale City. And the return is out to the 29. Didn't quite make the 30 before the Ranger defense is there to stop Beale City from getting good field position.
Nice initial hit that time by Trent Glover and cleaned up by Siddle that time.
So Beale City with 1:06 left to go in the second quarter. We'll see what they want to do, if they're going to be content to run this thing out or they'll try and put a big play up on the board. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Full house, 2 tight ends, Chillman under center. 14-14 tie. Here's a snap, handoff straight up the middle. And that, wait and see his number. That was number 30, Ben Matthews, the ball carrier. He got about 5. It'll be 2nd down 5. But Beale doesn't look to be in any kind of hurry.
Yeah, that was just a straight dive. Tackle that time was made by Lytle.
40 seconds left to go, second quarter. Aggies come out, full house. Again, Chillman under center, 2 tight ends. Here's a snap. Straight up the middle, handoff once again. And it looks like they'll be content to go into the locker room 14-14. Clock continues, under 25 seconds to go. Pickup of 4 on the play, 3rd down and 1. Unless Beale wants to try and pull a last heroic, they're going to let this thing run out.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. They're just looking at the
10
sideline.
seconds left to go, second quarter. And they're in no position to run a play. So that's going to do it from Manton. End of the first half. We've got a dandy. Beale City 14, the Manton Rangers 14. Stay with us. We will be back and have some stats for you. We'll talk about recap of the scoring if you've missed anything tonight. And we got some other topics we'll be throwing at you. We'll talk about the new head coach of the Rangers, Eric Salani, a little bit. And I want to get Jim Smart's impressions of the upcoming schedule the Rangers are facing this season. So stay with us. We will be back in Manton in 2 minutes.
Lutke is the right combination of experience, service, knowledge, and old-fashioned honesty. By providing a full range of forestry equipment services through 3 strong divisions: Lutke Equipment, Lutke Hydraulics, and Lutke Forest Products. Lutke can offer their customers the very best service, price, and always top quality products from a company that knows the challenges that loggers face every day. They offer the top brands with a full line of steel products, Traeger grills, and a full-service hydraulic and machine shop for all of your everyday needs. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 231-824-9506.
When you need an assisted living center you can trust to treat the person you cherish most like family, trust Maple Ridge Living Center. Maple Ridge Living Center is a 26-bed assisted care facility on M55 just east of Lake City, offering 24-hour care to meet the daily needs of their residents and give their families peace of mind. With a second 20-bed location coming in the spring of 2019 on Mackinac Trail in Cadillac. Call for a tour, 231-839-1011. That's 839-1011. Maple Ridge Living Center, just east of Lake City.
Imagine this: the taste, the smell, the flavor of down-home barbecue at your sauce-covered fingertips. But without all the mess and hassle. Let the Smokehouse excite your taste buds with some of the best barbecue that you can imagine. Try mouth-watering recipes like the pork belly Cuban, the brisket grilled cheese, smoked chicken salad, loaded mac and cheese, and of course, don't forget the Frickles. Check out the Smokehouse at the Truck Stop Food Court at 902 West 13th Street in Cadillac each weekday, Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Or call for availability for the Smokehouse to travel and cater your next event. 231-824-3513. That's 231-824-3513.
Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Rangers sports teams. And go Rangers!
Knowledge of the business, safety, dependability, and professionalism is what you'll get from Scheffler Well Drilling of Manton. Scheffler Well Drilling is a proud community supporter and would like to wish the Manton Rangers good luck in this year's sports season.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Manton Athletic Complex. This is Rick Swanson along with Jim Smart, where our halftime score is the Beale City Aggies 14 and the Manton Rangers 14. Let me give you a recap on the scoring so far tonight. First points of the ball game came for Beale City on a 5-yard run from Shaner. The extra point kick was blocked by the Rangers, and Beale City led it 6-0 at the 5:49 mark of that first quarter. And that's how the first quarter ended. No more points on the board during that first 12-minute period. In the second quarter, Beale City got on the board again on a 13-yard run from Matthews. This time the 2-point run was good by quarterback Chillman. And at the 11:20 mark of the second quarter, Beale City led it 14-0. But then the comeback began. And the Rangers got a 3-yard run from Trevor Salani. The extra point was good from the freshman. And Manton pulled within 14-7 with 6:32 left to go in the second quarter. And then following a fumble recovery just before halftime, the Rangers recovered that fumble at midfield. They took it 50 yards, capped off with a 5-yard run again by Trevor Salani, his second touchdown of the night. The kick was good again by the freshman kicker Luke McKernan. And that pulled the Rangers within 14-14 with 1:11 left to go in the second quarter. Beale City was happy just to let the clock run out. And that is where we're at halftime. I'm going to turn it over to Smarty, and he's got some numbers for you on the first half.
Yeah, we've got Jacob Hahn has rushed the ball for 51 yards in the first half, and Salani's got 34 yards. He's running more out of the backfield than out of his slot position tonight, and doing a nice job coming out of that. And he's running hard. He scored the 2 touchdowns and both 2 tough runs inside the 10-yard line. Jacob Hahn, I only have him 2 of 4, but 44 yards and 2 big plays in that second quarter. And we talked about a little bit beforehand. He's just getting the ball to the outside, and I'd let the kids catch the ball in space and trying to create. And they got a couple nice blocks out in space out there as well. Defensively, Salani is having a tremendous game on the defensive side of the ball. He's got 8 tackles, and 4 of them were coming up and just making some big sticks there. Milky's got 4 tackles, as does Regneris. I think one of the keys in that first half is the number of penalties on both teams. I think that has influenced things tremendously, and so far we're winning the turnover battle 2-1. We've got the fumble recovery and the interception both in the second quarter, and good things happen when you create turnovers for the team.
The Rangers really struggled, JP, in the early part of the ball game. They just couldn't get anything going offensively. What do you think has been the key for them to be able to move the ball a little better in that second quarter, especially towards the end of the second quarter?
Well, I think, number one, that they're playing Beale City, and we've never had historically a lot of success against them, and so they had to get comfortable and understand that they could play with these kids. And I think I think defensively we stopped them on a couple drives. They popped a couple big plays on their first touchdown drive, but I think our kids started saying, "Wait a minute, these we can play with these guys." So they got a big confidence boost there, and then we started having some quick hitters, not trying to run and string things out. Beale City was doing a nice job of stretching things out and filling in from the backside. So they're going right ahead, quick hitters, either with Jacob keeping the ball or with the running back in the backfield, whether that be Salani or Dunham. And then the pass game, they're not trying to go way downfield. They're just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter. Once again, they're getting the ball and releasing it right now, getting it out there, and getting some nice stock blocking out there as well. So from their other receivers,
they were able to get a little success, find some success off that right side of our offensive line. Salani was able to find some holes, and maybe that's something they can build on. I know you had alluded to that fact that the right side of Beale City's defensive line is powerful.
Yeah, that's one of their strengths. And
so we were running against that by going to our right. That'd be Beale City's left.
Right. And so we might even see them flip-flop some of their guys around a little bit, and we'll have to see if they make any adjustments there. I think that you'll find that Beale City may come out in the second half and just stay right in their tee. They try to get in a little fancy, run some split back and some double wing stuff, and gotten themselves in some trouble by doing that. They've tried to throw the ball a little bit, and haven't had a lot of success with that. So you'll probably see them come out and try to just stay in their full house formation, their T formation, and run the ball. And so we're going to have to come up with some pretty big plays to shut that down, get some penetration by the defensive line, and let those linebackers read and fill.
What a confidence boost for the Rangers, though, to get that tying touchdown on the board right before halftime, and that's where we're at. At halftime here in Manton, 14-14 tie, the Rangers and Beale City. Let's just take a minute, JP, and pass along the score of our JV team from last night. The JVs had jumped out this year, winning their first 2 ball games. But last night they went down to Beale City to take on the Beale City JVs, of course. And how'd that one come out?
Well, I talked to Coach Collins a bit this morning, and final score is 27-0. Beale City won, and he was a little frustrated. He didn't think that we played up to our capabilities last night, and so he said it's going to be a great learning experience for our kids, and they were going to go back to work today with their light practice and start preparing for Lake City next week. But they're going to use that to build on, and it's got a relatively young team as well, so they'll recover and go back to work.
Nice crowd tonight in Manton, and Beale City always has a good following, even though they have to travel a little bit in the conference. And the band right now is entertaining the crowd. We got great weather, great football weather, coat and sweatshirt weather for the fans. And boy, last year I remember several of those first games were in the 80s, and it was hot. But this is great football weather. Let's take just a moment, JP, and talk about new head coach Eric Salani. We talked about Coach Salani a couple weeks ago during the opener, but if you didn't catch that, we'd like to pass on a little bit about him. He is a Yooper. He was originally from Hancock, Michigan. That's way up there.
Oh, yeah.
In the finger of Copper Harbor. And from there, he went to Central Michigan, played football at CMU. His father had played at Michigan State. He had a brother, I believe, play at State. Another brother played college football. It is a football family. And one of the things I want to pass on, if you didn't catch it a couple weeks ago, is that for 51 consecutive years, it's not going right now, but there was a period of 51 consecutive years where there was a Salani either playing and or coaching in Hancock, Michigan.
That's pretty impressive. I've talked with his dad on a number of occasions. In fact, his dad and Eric came over to my house when Kingsley won that state championship back in the mid 2000s, and we sat down and enjoyed watching that high school football game. At Central, Eric played both on the offensive side of the ball, and he's primarily was a linebacker. And then the senior year, they asked him to make a position change to play tight end, but he played for his dad. And so, he's a coach's kid, so he's been around football and his entire life. So he knows the game as a player. And then, as your kids know it and my kid knows it, when you play for a coach, a lot of times you sit down there and watch tape and discuss different types of plays and that type of thing with Dad. So
right.
He's got a real solid background. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, when I talked to him about his Central experience, he told me he thought by playing defense and offense, it was very beneficial for him to get the experience from both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. And when he first came on and was an assistant for us, boy, what a plus he was for our program with his knowledge and his enthusiasm, and he just knew just such a wide variety of drills from his high school days, and really made a positive impact on our program when he first started.
And I want to mention that again, because he did get his start here in Manton when you were the head coach, and you were the head coach here for 8 or 9 years, I believe, from 2000, 2008, something like that.
Yeah,
if I got that right.
Yep, 9 years.
And then and Coach Salani did serve as one of your assistants. So yeah, you do have a good rapport with him, and you know a lot about what Coach Salani can bring to the table.
Oh, absolutely. As we take a look at as his assistants on the field out there, 3 of his 4 assistants also played for me and the other coaches at that time. And so he's got some he's got some good kids on the sideline with him as well.
We have just a couple minutes left here before the second half. I want to get your thoughts, Smarty, on the schedule that the Rangers face the rest of the way. Of course, the next 4 weeks will all be Highland Conference ball games. So let me ask you first, who are you looking at in the Highland Conference as maybe the team having the inside track?
Oh, I got to believe you have to have, say, Lake City. I mean, they were a semifinalist last year. They're bringing back double-digit starters. I don't know if it's, you talk both sides of the ball at 22. They've got maybe 15 starters coming back. They've got their quarterback coming back. The thing that I was most impressed with Lake City last year was the fact that they had so many linemen, and they were interchangeable. So they just rotated these kids in. In fact, when I was watching tape on them last year, I said, uh-oh. I mean, they've got some big kids, and they're talented kids on both sides of the ball, and they weren't playing both ways. So I think Lake City's got the inside track. I think that Pine River will be much improved. They were a little down on experience last year, but they've got some explosive players on that offensive side of the ball. And McBain's always solid.
McBain was a playoff team a year ago.
Right.
In fact, Lake City and McBain are playing tonight. They met twice last year, once during the regular season and then first game of the playoffs. Highland Conference has been well represented. 2 years ago, Pine River in the state semifinals. Last year, Lake City there. It's a very talented league here in northern Michigan.
It is a tough football conference, and always has been. I go back to our Northwest days, and it kind of mirrors that. I remember one year when we were in the Northwest, our record outside of the conference one year was like 21-1. And that is reflective. The Highland is right there right now. I mean, you don't get a break playing this Highland Conference schedule.
Exactly.
Everybody's a solid football team.
And to wrap up the season this year, the Rangers have a new team in Week 8, that being Morley Stanwood.
Yes.
I don't know that we've ever played them.
Not that I recall. No, and I noticed that McBain had played them opening week or week 2. No,
week 2, I think, last week.
They played Kingsley week 1. So, I'm kind of interested. They play in the same league as Reed City and Chip Hills and that type of thing. And so it'll be interesting to see what they can bring to the table.
And then the Rangers will close out the season this year with the long trip over to Rogers City. Having Rogers City made that trip here last year. That'll close things out. And the Rangers have given reason to be excited this year, winning the first 2 ball games. And here we're at 14-14 tie at halftime.
Absolutely. And, hopefully we can pull this one out and we'll just focus on Lake City. But we got to focus on the second half right now, and I'm sure that's all Coach Salani talked to him about is the adjustments he wanted to make. And we're going to get the ball here in the second half. So
we are ready to go. Teams are on the field. Manton will be receiving to start the second half. They will be going from left to right across your radio. Beale City kicking off. They'll be going, of course, from right to left. Manton in their black jerseys, white pants, and Beale City in their white jerseys and blue pants. 14-14 tie as we get the third quarter underway here in Manton. The other conference games tonight, as we mentioned, Lake City taking on McBain, and Pine River and Everett are squaring up in this opening night of Highland Conference action. We are ready to go. Beale City teeing it up, doing the kicking. Ball is in the air. This time they did not kick it, hoping for a bad hop on the ground. Taken by Isaac Radin. Nice return, bringing it over to the right sideline. Coming right toward us, and he's brought down at about the 38-yard line. Had about a 15-yard return, and Manton will have it first down.
Nice return that time. He broke a tackle at about the 25 and got us good field position.
Rangers keeping with their kind of format here through the first 2.5 games. Have not huddled up yet from the shotgun. Jacob Hahn. Quick handoff but Beale City was there as fast as the ball was. Ball handed off to Nick Dunham, and he stopped in the backfield for a loss of 3.
That's not exactly how we wanted to start. We attacked at the defensive left of Beale City like we had some success with, and not this time.
Dunham again, lone setback from the shotgun. Hahn takes a quick pass out to the left. Salani's got it, and he's got some running room. He's broken a couple tackles down the left sideline. 30, 25, 20. Makes a cut back to the center of the field inside the 15-yard line for the Rangers. And I don't see any flags. That's a good pass play from Hahn. Salani took it, picking up most of the yardage on his feet.
That's that quick hitter to the outside. That's a 45, 48-yard gain.
1st and 10 Rangers on the 13-yard line. Just nicely underway here. Third quarter, Hahn takes it, hand off to Dunham, right side. Good running room down near the 6. And the Rangers are in business.
And we attacked the offensive right that time, and Nick hit it quick. Nice job, picked up 6 yards.
Rangers second down, coming right back quickly. Hand off to Dunham again, trying to get off that right side, down to about the 5-yard line. We'll give him a gain of 2 on the play. Rangers trying to strike quickly here at the start of the second half.
They've got an opportunity to get a first down inside that 5, so we don't have to try to get it in the end zone right here. We can get ourselves a first down. And
3rd and 2 from the 5. You're exactly right, JP. Hahn in the shotgun, spread formation, takes a snap, keeps it himself, takes a step out to the left, but Beale City is there to put a stop to that, and he ends up actually losing a yard on the play, and that is going to bring up a big 4th down.
Well, it'll be an interesting call here.
Exactly.
Do we keep the ball on the ground, or do we roll it out, or swing the ball out?
4th and a long 2. Hahn in the shotgun, spread formation. This would be huge if they can pick something up. What, Beale City jumped. Costly penalty against the Aggies, and how advantageous for the Rangers. I don't know if it was maybe a quarterback pull him off.
Well,
just a little anxious.
What the Rangers do with their snap count is the quarterback simply slaps his hands, and that's when the ball snapped. Well, that time, the quarterback slapped his hands, and it must have been a predetermined call because nobody moved, and off came the defensive end. 1st and goal from the 2 for the Rangers. Hahn takes it, hand off to Dunham, sidesteps, goes up the middle, into the end zone, and the Rangers have taken the lead over Beale City with a touchdown on their opening drive of the second half. That's a very nice run inside for short yardage by Nick Dunham that time. He got the ball, took a little sidestep to the left, and then dove into the end zone. Nice job of running in short yardage situation there by Nick. With 9:39 left to go in the third quarter, the Rangers jump out to their first lead of the night. Here's a try for extra point. The freshman, McKernan, this time is just a little bit short. It looks straight enough, but falls short of the goal post. And that leaves the score 20-14 with the Rangers on top. We're going to take a quick pause. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Cadillac Java and Java 2 is the place to be for all things delicious. Java is a specialty drive-through coffee shop offering fresh espresso, premium coffees, frozen, iced, and blended drinks, ice cream, chai teas, and their most popular item, the frozen hot chocolate. And what goes great with amazing drinks? Flavorful treats like bagels, muffins, donuts, and more. Cadillac Java has 2 convenient locations to serve you at 725 North Mitchell Street and at 6319 East M115 in Cadillac West. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Big town gourmet taste with a small town personal feel.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Manton Athletic Complex. 9:39 left to go in the third quarter. The Rangers have just put some points on the board with their opening drive of the second half and have taken a 20-14 lead over the Beale City Aggies. Rangers getting ready to kick off, but we have a score update. JP.
Yeah, I just got a text from our good friend Stephen Handel over in Lake City, and right at halftime over there, it was Lake City 14, McBain 6.
So Lake City has surrendered their first points of the season. They had opened the season with 2 shutouts. but McBain does have 6 points on the board. Oh, what a big opening to the second half here, JP.
Oh, absolutely. That little pass to Trevor and him turning it upfield like that.
Here's the kick. Beal City takes it at the 16-yard line, out to the 25, 30. Trying to break out to the right side. There is running room over there. Out near midfield. Finally brought down by the Rangers as the Aggies got a good return and have good field position in Ranger territory at the 48-yard line.
They've actually had some success on returning balls on our kickoffs tonight, and we got to make sure that our guys stay in their lanes and make play when they're in a position to do so.
First and 10, Beal City. They move the ball back now to midfield. First down from the 50. Hand off to number 6, trying to make his way around the right end. And that is Brendan Shaner, who has been one of the main ball carriers for the Aggies tonight. Picks up about 4. It'll be second down 6.
And tackle that time was Jacob Orr from his defensive back position, and linebacker Trent Glover.
9 minutes left to go in the third quarter, as we just nicely are getting underway in the second half. And the Rangers lead Beal City 20-14. Second and 6. Beal City comes out full house backfield. 2 tight ends, Chillman under center. Takes a handoff and hands off to number 30. Got some running room off left tackle inside the 35-yard line of the Rangers. And that is Ben Matthews with the carry. That's good for first down yardage for Beal City.
There's nothing fancy about that. That's just an off-tackle power. And Jacob Ward, defensive back, makes a play. That's 2 plays in a row. We've had our defensive back making a play, and they're running the ball. That's not a good name to be calling off.
No. 16-yard gain on the play. Beal City has a first and 10 on the Manton 35-yard line. Full house again in the backfield. 2 tight ends. Chillman takes it. Hand off to number 19 off right tackle. And again, good yardage on the running play for Beal City, especially on first down. Ryan Ames, the ball carrier, and picks up about 8. It'll be second down and 2 for the Aggies.
Looks like Milky was on the tackle from his defensive tackle position. Defensive end position, I guess that's what they would call it. He's just playing outside the shoulder of that tackle. But that was nothing fancy again, Swan. That was just a power off tackle to the right.
Yeah, they're just doing what they like to do. They're packing things in. Again, full house. Here's the handoff again to Ames off right tackle. And inside the 25-yard line, it's going to be good for a first down for the Aggies. This is what they like to do. They do like to pound it, wear the defense down. Ball at the 24-yard line, first down, Beal City.
Yeah, Trent Glover in on the play that time. What I suspected they were due, they're just going to come out in their full house and try to run the ball, do what they do best. We need to get some penetration from our interior defensive linemen and create some havoc in their backfield.
Again, full house. Chillman's handoff this time, number 30. This time going off left tackle is Ben Matthews, and he's inside the 20 down to the 18. Gain of about 6. Second down 4. Beal City just kind of methodically working down the field. And we have a timeout taken on the field. Timeout Rangers. Coach Salani trying to stiffen up this defense a little bit.
Yeah, that time the tackle was made by Rentfer and Lytle. At least we got a linebacker and a defensive tackle making the play that time. But they haven't done anything fancy. They run off tackle to the right. They come back, run off tackle to the left, off tackle right, off tackle left. They're running the same play, just changing the direction of it. So coach is going to make an adjustment here, and hopefully they can put a stop to this drive.
6:48 left to go in the third quarter here in Manton. Beautiful sunset tonight off to the west. And the Rangers lead it at the moment, 20-14. But Beale City is driving. Second down 4 with the ball at the, what looks like the 17-yard line, 18-yard line. Let's call it right in between. Yeah, the Rangers need to step up here and put some defense together. Beale City's been having just a series of running plays, picking up good yardage, good chunks of yardage on every single play.
Yeah, we just need to make a stop. We don't need to have a tackle for loss, but we just have to tackle for no gain and put them in a little different position where they have to be a little more creative.
So here we go. Team's ready to go. Full house. Here's the snap. Hand off to Ames again, this time off right tackle as they go back and forth, right to left. This time he's down near the 15. Going to be about a yard short of the first down. Third down and 1.
Yep, that's the off tackle to the right. I'm gonna just see what they're doing with Salani here, and if they're just releasing people right to him, and not even worrying about anybody else, because those are the plays that he was making earlier in the ball game, and they may have just taken their guards and releasing them right toward 11.
3rd and 1, full house. Chilman under center. We get a whistle before the snap. Beale City clapping. It is offsides against the Rangers, which will give Beale City a first down. And the ball is at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, one of our interior defensive linemen got a little anxious, jumped offsides.
Ball is right on the 10-yard line, so we have first and goal. Beale City from the 10. Full house backfield, 2 tight ends. Chilman under center. Under 6 minutes left to go, third quarter. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. Escapes tackles down near the goal line and brought down at about the 1. Again, big yardage on the running play from Beale City. I didn't catch the carrier that time, but Beale City has it. Second down and goal from the 1.
Yeah, we ran a stunt that time, and our linebacker actually ran right by the ball carrier. Could have had a big play in the backfield.
Beale City threatening to tie this thing up. 5:18 left to go, third quarter. Here's the snap. Hand off to Shaner off the right side. And might be in the end zone, but we got penalty flags flying in from all over.
Boy, they came from every which way, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
The side judge and the referee all threw them.
Jacob Hahn hobbling over there. We got a face mask call against the Rangers. This might be one of the shortest penalties I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You take it halfway to the half the distance to the goal line. Might have gained a couple inches. But it remains first down. Beale City has a first down and goal. Inside the 1, close to the goal line. 5:10 left to go, third quarter. Beale City out of the huddle. Full house backfield, looking to punch this thing and tie the Rangers at 20 apiece. Chilman with the snap. Quick inside handoff to number 32, Matthews, and he's into the end zone for the Aggies. 32 is Sam Fox. But the touchdown run ties our score 20-20, and Beale City will now have a try for extra point.
Boy, with great penetration that time by the interior defensive tackle Summers. He actually had hit Chilman as he was handing the ball off. But they still had a successful TD run.
At the 4:59 mark of the third quarter, Beale City ties it up. They are not kicking. They're going for 2 on the extra point try. Chilman takes a snap, hands off to Shaner off the right side, and just into the end zone. The Ranger defense was there, but able to again, and the Aggies jump back out on top with the 2-point conversion, 22-20. We will take a quick timeout. We'll come back in Manton in 30 seconds.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of Manton High School. CTC is the place to be.
Welcome back, everyone. Rick Swanson with Jim Smart. And we are in Manton tonight, following the Rangers as they host the Beale City Aggies. Beale City has just put together a 48-yard drive, and they have jumped out on top 22-20 following the two-point conversion. First half of the ball game tonight was a very tough defensive struggle with just a 6-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. And here, JP, to start the second half, each team has been able to punch one in already to start the second half.
Yeah, we've had 2 possessions, one by each team, and we had a touchdown by each team. We'll see if the Rangers can answer.
Beale City now to kick off from the 40-yard line. Deep for the Rangers, and Nick Dunham and Isaac Radin. Here's the kick. This time they do bounce it off the ground, and taken by one of the short up men, and I think that was
McKernan.
Luke McKernan, the freshman, and really didn't have any opportunity to run, and basically stopped right there at the 40-yard line. But decent field position for the Rangers.
We'll take that.
1st and 10 from their own 20. Rangers with their second opportunity of the second half. Salani comes in motion this way. Handoff to him. Coming right toward us here as the Rangers go left to right. Ball knocked out of his hand, I believe, before he went out of bounds, and Beale City's recovered. Boy, tough turnover right at that point.
Yeah, nice 7 or 8 yard gain, and that was a great play by the defensive player from Beale. He just came in and punched the ball out, and Trevor went out of bounds, and that ball stayed about a yard or 2 inside the out of bounds sideline.
So the second turnover of the night for the Rangers, their second fumble recovered by Beale, and the Aggies take over 1st and 10 on the Manton 47-yard line.
Yeah, we got to answer that.
Now the defense has to step up. Exactly. Full house, and they had a lot of success just pounding the ball their last possession. I'd look for them to try and do the same. There's Shaner this time, but so is the defense.
Nice job by number 9, Jacob Hahn, that time, coming up from his defensive corner position and shutting that down.
Shaner trying to get around the right side, but dropped for a loss of 3.
I said something about Salani earlier, and I was watching that time, and they have kids just releasing and going right to him. They're not even blocking. If there's a guy not head up them, they're just releasing to Salani. So that's one of the adjustments that Beale made.
Same format, full house backfield, 2 tight ends. Chillman under center. Here's a snap, quick handoff right up the middle. Number 32, the ball carrier, that is Sam Fox. And good yardage on the carry, just straight up the middle, nothing fancy. But a gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd down 7.
Yep, Lytle and War on the tackle again.
Third quarter going by fairly quickly. We're under the 3:40 mark. 22-20, Beale City on top. 14-14 at halftime, and each team has put a touchdown on the board here in the third quarter. Big play, 3rd down and 7. Big play for the Manton defense. Full house backfield again. Chillman takes a snap. Handoff, quick step, Shaner to the left, trying to get around the left side, and brought down at the 40. Yards is not good for the 1st down. Boy, it looked like he had some running room for a second, but the Ranger defense responded well, JP.
Yeah, they really closed really quickly, and that's Jacob War again. He's quickly becoming the leading tackle for the tackler for the Ranger defense. You're right, that was just another quick dive, and he popped it into some daylight and we pursued and closed things down in a hurry.
We'll see what Beal City wants to do here. They're doing a lot of talking between quarterback and coach. It's 4th and 3, and the ball is on the Manton 40, and they're taking a timeout. Not sure if they want to go for it at this point.
Well, that's if they get it, great, but, that's a long 4 yards they got to go to get it, and if they don't get it, that's great field position for the Rangers.
Well, let me call on your former head coaching decision-making skills, JP. What would you do in this point if you're Beal City?
With this, at this particular point in the ball game, 22-20, I would punt the ball and try to get it down inside the 20-yard line and make them try to put, in an 80, 85-yard drive together.
Which the Rangers have struggled to do.
Yes. Well, and most high school teams struggle to put
They do, exactly.
To put in a 10, play 80, 85-yard drive. Very few high school teams are very successful at that.
Yep. So the Ranger defense is out on the field ready to go. Aggies still talking it over. And now they break out of the sideline huddle. We'll get an idea here real soon. Chillman doesn't look like he's going to punt formation.
No, he's not.
They're gonna go for it on 4th and a long 3. Full house, Chillman under center, might be trying to draw the Rangers off, and they did. And I was just going to say, I couldn't even get the words out of my mouth, Swan. We just can't jump right here. And we did. 5-yard penalty against the Rangers gives Beal City a 1st and 10 on the Ranger 35-yard line. Oh, tough one.
Yep. Well, slap your teammate on the back of the head and say, let's get back to work.
Full house again. Chillman takes a snap. Hand off to Shaner off the right side. And Ranger defense closed quickly. Again, it looked like he had a nice running lane, had some room to go, but Rangers come out of nowhere and made the play.
That was Trent Glover from his linebacker position, and he did. He closed in a hurry. He read the play, saw an opening, and came up and made a nice tackle.
Gain of 3 on the play for Shaner and Beal City. 2nd down and 7. 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. 22-20. Beal City on top. Been a good ball game all evening long between these two Highland Conference foes. Aggies break out of it again. Full house. Chillman under center. Takes a snap. Handoff coming left. Makes a spin move. Picks up a couple extra yards. Ben Matthews on the carry. Pickup of about 5 on the play. Beal City will have 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was just an off tackle to the left. And Jacob Ward came up hard from his safety position and turned that play in. And we had Lytle and Summers come in and make a play.
These last 2 drives, Beal City has really been working those off-tackle plays, right and left. Here's a snap again to Shaner, going off right tackle. This time a host of Rangers are there. And I don't believe he got it. He's going to be a yard short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up another 4th down for Beal City.
There's Salani coming in and making a play. We haven't seen him do that yet in the second half. They've been releasing the backside guard directly to him. And that time he beat the blocker and came up and made a big play.
4th down and a short 2, long 1, whichever you prefer.
And make sure we don't jump.
At this point, going for it on the 25-yard line. Here's the snap coming to Chillman, full house. Right straight up the middle. Hand off to number 32, Sam Fox. Boy, close. We have to see where they mark this one. Ball's at the 25-yard line. The stick is just inside the 25-yard line. And the Rangers hold. They turn it over. The Beal City Aggies turn it over on downs. The Rangers step up defensively. And
I think the Beals, they want to measure.
Yeah, the officials made the call, but Beal City coaches were out on the field, and they are asking for a measurement, which, of course, they have the right to do.
Well, from here, and we don't have a great angle, but it looks like the nose of the football is on the yard line. And if you take a look at the far side,
it looks to me the stick is just maybe on the line or just maybe a little inside. It's going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be very close.
It's a pretty important measurement.
Yeah.
At this point of the ball game.
Yeah, Lytle and Salani came up and filled right now.
We'll see if the officials were right. They signaled Manton ball. And it is. They were right. The Rangers have held, and the Rangers are going to take over on downs. Big defensive stand by the Manton Rangers.
Boy, that was a huge stop right there.
So Manton will take over 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Now be nice to put together an extended drive of their own for the Rangers.
Absolutely.
They've had to rely on some big plays tonight. Hahn's handoff, Nick Dunham up the center, and spins, maybe picked up a yard, but no more than that. Trying for a quick opener, but not much there as far as running room.
And we only got 15 seconds to go here in the half. I want to see if Coach Salani is going to get a playoff or if he's just going to.
Gain of a short one. 5 seconds, they do. Hahn going deep, and he's there. Oh, my goodness, the receiver is wide open. That one intended for Lucas McKernan, but just a little overthrown. Jacob Hahn had a nice fake pump, JP, and then let it go deep.
Well, what they said, they've been working setting that play up all quarter when they keep throwing those quick hitters. That time he faked that play. The whole defense committed to the inside slot receiver, and McKernan was wide open. He was 10 yards past the nearest defender.
That is the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout. We will be back in Manton in 30 seconds.
Wilder Heating and Cooling is a name you've come to trust when it comes to Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps. They can provide quality service at a quality price with a 10-year labor and parts warranty and service all makes and models. Financing is available. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling is a proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Welcome back, everyone, to Manton. We've got the Manton Rangers hosting the Bill City Aggies tonight, Highland Conference play, and we've had a dandy all night long. Start of the fourth quarter, Beal City 22, Manton 20. Very entertaining ball game, JP, and a hard-fought ball game, which you would expect in this Highland Conference opener.
Absolutely, and it's a physical game. Both teams are playing hard, and there's some great hits. And boy, I tell you what, if we wouldn't have this window closed, we'd be hearing some pads cracking all the way up here.
Well, the Rangers have it 3rd and 10 as we start this fourth quarter. The ball is on their own 26-yard line. Just missed a great opportunity for a big scoring play as pass from Jacob Hahn was just overthrown to a wide open receiver, ending the third quarter.
Just missed him.
But here we go. Hahn in the shotgun, spread formation. Isaac Radin comes in motion. He gets the handoff, tries to make it to the left sideline, but nothing doing, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, number 32 for the Aggies that time, Sam Fox, did a nice job defeating his block, came off the block, and just as Isaac was ready to turn it up, he beat that block and made a nice tackle.
Trevor Salani, once again in punt formation for the Rangers, has done a very nice job with his foot tonight. Needs to pin Bill City back as far as they can go. High snap, he brings it in. The kick is away. It's high, a little bit short. Hits just short of midfield. Takes a side bounce and goes out of bounds in Beal City territory, where they will take over on their own 46-yard line, 1st down.
KD, it's time to step up and get another stop here. So we
just nicely underway here in the fourth quarter. Beal City 22, Manton 20. Beal City now with the ball, 1st down on their own 46. Time for that Ranger defense, as JP just said, to step up one more time. Give that offense another crack at it. Full house, Chillman under center. 2 tight ends, takes the snap. Handoff right up the middle. And there'll be a short gain, 3-4 yards. Number 32, the ball carrier, Sam Fox once again.
Nice fill that time by Salani. Just unfortunately gained 5 yards. But I don't think Beale City has come out in anything but that full house in their second half.
Not in the second half, you're right. Ball right at midfield. Second down, 6. 10:42 left to go in the ball game. 22-20, Beale City on top. Chillman under center, takes a snap. Hands off to number 30 this time, trying to get off the left side. He was stopped. Now has some running room as he stumbles inside the 40-yard line. That was stopped, and he made something out of nothing.
That was a nice job of him by running, because we had him stopped in the backfield. And he just kept the legs turning, was patient, and
we do have a penalty flag, and it is against Beale City. That was a 10-yard pickup on the play, but it's going to come back. Rangers get a break. And the officials marking it off back to the 50-yard line. Second down and 6. So that must have been, again, JP, a spot foul that happened to come right back to the 50-yard line where the play started.
Exactly. And that was just that off-tackle play they've been having so much success with here in the second half.
Again, full house. Hand off to Shaner, coming off right tackle. And he's got, looks like yardage for the first down. Just enough. Aggies have it 1st and 10. Inside Ranger territory at the 42-yard line.
And folks, I'll give you one guess what that play was. That was an off tackle.
Off tackle once again.
Off tackle to the right.
1st and 10, Aggies. 9:58 as we get under the 10-minute mark of the ball game. Again, as we've said, Ranger defense, they need to step up here, get another crack on the offense. Shaner again off the right side, trying to get off the right tackle, and this time the Rangers are there. If any gain on the play, very short. We'll see where the officials mark it after the pile is undone, and they do give them one, a short one. Second down, 9.
Yeah, it was the off tackle play to the right, but this time what we've done, we made an adjustment, and we are walking our outside backer out now, and they're there, ready, rather than trying to read and come there and create an angle. They're coming from the outside in now.
Chillman's handoff right up the middle, number 32, Sam Fox. Nothing fancy about that one, straight up the gut, and he picked up 4. We'll bring up a big third down for both these teams, 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, Renfrew made the play that time. That was just a straight ahead dive. There wasn't any off tackle. That was just a quick hitter.
Aggies break out of it. 8:40 left to go in the ball game. Full house, which we've seen from Beale City almost all night long, except for an exception here or there. Chillman takes a snap. Hands off to number 30, going off left tackle this time. Number 30 is Ben Matthews. We've called his name a few times tonight. Not enough for the first down. They'll be a couple yards short. Going to bring up a big 4th down play.
That was the off tackle to the left. And what you'll see we've done is also wrote our defensive backs are cheating up. They're almost playing a little linebacker. Well, they're a little deeper than linebacker depth, but they when they come out in that full house, they're just cheating up and a little bit, and just really releasing to the ball right now.
4th and 2 from the full house. Chillman. We got some movement. We've got some movement. We'll see what we have, and it's against Beale. Motion against the Aggies. The Rangers did jump offside, but I guess they had a reason to.
Yeah, their right defensive end was a little anxious. He was coming off the ball pretty hard, and They were going on 2, and he went on 1.
4th down and 7. Ball now moved back to the 39-yard line. Probably still 4-down territory for the Aggies. But as you alluded to earlier, JP, there's a good chance for Beal City to pin Manton deep also, but they're going to go for it. Shulman under center, full house. Clock running, 7:26 to go. Shulman back to pass, looking to his right. Receivers out there. Schaefer, the intended receiver, overthrown. And the Rangers hold. They're going to take over on offense.
Yeah, they ran a flag pattern to the right offensive end, and we had 2 kids on him, and we had great pressure from the backside. So nice stand by the Rangers.
So the Rangers will take over 1st down on their own 39-yard line. Try and put something together here and retake the lead over the Aggies. Beal City leads at 22-20, 7:20 left to go in the ballgame. Spread formation. Jacob Hahn in the shotgun. Having a little difficulty relaying the play in. Now they've got it. Salani the setback. Hahn keeps it. Fake the handoff to Salani, and he's got a lot of running room up the center of the field. Big gain on 1st down, a gain of 13 across midfield. Manton, 1st and 10.
Yeah, they had a little confusion getting the play in, but when you go no huddle, you can kind of just look at the coach and say, send it in again, see what we got.
Same formation. Handoff to Salani this time, where he had faked it the play previously. And Salani going off the right side gains 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Rangers. Ball at the Beal City 46-yard line. Time not a factor yet. We are under 7 minutes. What a great drive this would be, just to work time off the clock and put it in the end zone. Hahn in the shotgun. Brings it to his left. Pitch to Salani. Off the left side, he's got some running room. Down the left sideline, 20, 15, 10. Makes a cut back. He's into the end zone. Trevor Salani on the option into the end zone from 46 yards out. And the Rangers regain the lead with 6:31 left to go in the ballgame.
Boy, was that ever a great call. That's the first time we've run that all night long.
Yes.
And, boy, I tell you, Trevor showed some speed there. He split the seam there, and then when he got close inside the 3-yard line, there's a defender there, and he just kind of ran him over. Got the ball in the end zone.
Now the try for extra point, and the Rangers will go for 2 because at this point they just lead by 4. This could make it a 6-point touchdown difference. Hahn under center this time. Backing up. Throws it to the left corner of the end zone, and he's got it in the corner of the end zone with a penalty flag. I think it'd probably be interference.
I don't know which way they're going to call it, but that was a great throw.
Cole Regnerus in the corner of the end zone brought it in. The officials are talking. His interference against Beal, and it's good. The 2-point conversion to Regnerus is good, and the Rangers have regained the lead 28-22 with 6:31 left to go in the ballgame. Stay with us, folks. It's going to be a good one. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
As consolidation and mergers keep shuffling bank control from corporate boardroom to faraway corporate boardroom, Forest Area Federal Credit Union hasn't lost sight of why they're in business. You. It's evident in Forest Area's commitment to delivering quality financial services with a personal touch. It shows in their fierce dedication to local causes and missions. Let them show you. Join Forest Area Federal Credit Union with branches in Manton, Kalkaska, Kingsley, and Fife Lake. Learn more at forestarea.com. Insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Manton Athletic Complex, where we've got a dandy on our hands here. The Rangers have just taken it 61 yards to put some points on the board and regain the lead. The 2-point conversion was good, and Manton leads Beal City 28-22 with 6:31 left to go in the ballgame. Impressive drive, JP.
Well, I tell you what, that's one way to answer, isn't it? come out with the option play and run it to perfection.
Salani scoring on a 48-yard option, and now the kickoff from the Rangers. Hits at the 25-yard line. We have play halted.
And we must have been offsides.
Penalty flag back here at the 40-yard line where the Rangers were kicking. It is offsides against the Rangers, so they'll kick it again after moving back 5 yards. Boy, what an ending. We are setting ourselves up for 28-22.
What?
Can the Ranger defense hold? Can Beal put a touchdown back on the board for themselves, tie this up with a chance to take the lead? We've got a dandy on our hands. It's been that way all night long. We've got the freshman McKernan teeing it up now at the 35-yard line, and we'll try the kickoff once again. McKernan making the approach. Line drive kick. Fumble by Beal City's Shaner at the 25-30. Trying to get outside, but he couldn't. Ball on the ground. And boy, oh boy, what a turnover that would have been. But Beal City jumps on it, and they will retain possession. They're going to mark it at the 30-yard line. Beal 1st and 10 on their own 30.
Hey, Swan, I just had a little shout-out from the Bahamas. I got Jordan Shepard down in the Bahamas. He's listening to the ball game right now for us.
Nice to know we're going all over the place.
Isn't that the truth?
Well, Beal City's 70 yards away from tying this thing up and possibly taking the lead with 6:23 left to go in the ball game. They're not changing their offensive formation. Still a full house. Shillman under center, takes a snap. Coming this way off tackle, which we've been saying quite frequently. And that's Shaner again, the ball carrier, number 6. And he's out to the 35-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for Beal City.
Tackle by Hahn that time. We still have our linebackers walked out to try to shut down that off-tackle play. And they're just letting Salani go sideline to sideline, see if he can make a play.
Full house. Chillman takes a snap. Again, handoff to Shaner, coming the same way. This time the defense is there. Short gain, if anything. They're going to give him a short 1. 3rd down and a long 3 for Beal City.
Has Summers and Hahn again in on that play.
5:30 left to go in the ball game. Big play right here for the Ranger defense. Put Beal City in a very tough 4th down situation on their own end of the field. Chillman takes a snap. Gives to Fox, going off left side. He's got a little running room, and he's brought down, I think, might be short, but we've got a couple penalty flags. Going to have to sort this one out.
Yeah, I don't know what the trail one is. I would imagine that's a hold, but at the point of attack, Ward came up and made a tackle. Got a little high, so they might have called a face mask over there. We'll have to wait and see and let them sort it out.
Ben Matthews was the ball carrier. First call is holding against Beal, face mask against Manton. You had it absolutely right, JP. Those penalties will probably offset.
Yeah, well, we play that now.
And we'll play 3rd down over again. 5:10 left to go in the ball game. Manton 28, Beal City 22. 3rd down and 4 for Beal City. Big play for Manton defense, but also big play for Beal City offense.
Oh, absolutely. They got. I don't think you'll see them punting here. I think that they're going to try to get. They got 2 downs to get 5 yards.
Chillman comes out, full house, under center. This time rolls out, keeps it himself, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if that was intended. Looked like to start with. Might have been a broken play. There was nobody to hand off to, and Chillman was there all alone with the ball, and so was the Manton defense.
Yeah, I think that may have been a design bootleg. They've been running that off-tackle thing all night long, and he tried to boot it, and McKernan was right there, as was O'Connor, or excuse me, McGrew, Connor McGrew.
Shillman over on the sideline getting instructions from the coach. Huge fourth down play. 4th and 4. Rangers urging the crowd into it. Shillman under center. 4th and 4. Under 4 minutes to go. Huge play. Pitch to the right. And Beal's got the first down. Something we haven't really seen tonight. A pitch to number 19, Ryan Ames, off the right side. And good for the Beal City first down. Big play.
That was that quick pitch dive, and it was a quick hitter. Got enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line of Beal City. Still on their side of the field. 3:40 left to go. Shillman handoff right up the middle. No running room there. Beal City stopped after a short gain out to the 45-yard line. We'll give them a gain of 1. Boy, couldn't ask for a much more exciting drive than this one.
Oh, boy.
Manton playing the defense, trying to hold on for the win. Beal City trying to move the ball to tie it up, and with an extra point, go for a possible win themselves. 2nd down, Shillman with the snap, right up the middle, again handoff. This time, no place to go. Short gain to almost midfield. Once they mark it a little bit further than I thought he got, it's going to be a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3, again, big play. These are all going to be big plays. 2:43 left to go. Shillman takes the handoff.
He's short.
Gain across midfield of a couple of yards. Not good for the first down just yet.
Summers and Salani in at the bottom of that pile.
And here we are once again, a big 4th down play. 4th and 2. Beal City has to have it. 2:18 left to go in the ballgame. Manton needs a big play right here from somebody stepping up. Shillman under center, takes the snap. Hand off to Shaner off the right side to the 45, and he's got the first down. First down with a couple to spare, gain of 4 on the play. Beal City 1st and 10 on the Manton 45-yard line. 2:06 left to go in the ballgame.
That was just that off-tackle play again, Swan, and Milky from that defensive end position, and Salani filling from that linebacker position. Just not enough to stop him short.
Where's the big play going to come from, offense or defense? Shillman takes a snap. Hand off to Shaner off the right side. Defense is there. Maybe picked up 1. Trying to go off right tackle again. We've got a timeout taken on the field by Beal City with 1:46 left to go in the ball game. Stay with us, folks. It's a barn burner. We got a good one. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Looking to buy a home or sell yours? Need to upgrade or downsize? Go with experience. Go with Garno. Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate is your full-time real estate professional with 15 years of experience helping people make their homeownership dreams come true in the greater Cadillac area. Homes are needed now to meet the demand. Want to know what your home is worth in today's real estate market? Talk to Jamie Fellows Garno, serving Wexford, Missaukee, Osceola, and Grand Traverse counties from the new City to Shore branch office in Manton at 113 Main Street.
Welcome back, everyone. Rick Swanson with Jim Smart. We are in Manton tonight as the Rangers are hosting the Beal City Aggies in Highland Conference action. 28-22, Manton on top with 1:46 left to go in the ballgame. What a finish we got here, Smarty.
Oh, boy. What kind of...
This is one of the most exciting games I've been to in a while.
It is. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? Yeah, we're on the edge of our seats.
Beal City with the ball, 2nd and 10. They got to have, I don't know if they can stay in this full house all the time. They got to have something up their sleeve at some point.
Well, they tried running that bootleg and got kind of stuffed there.
Shillman with the snap, falls back. He's looking to pass. Chased by the defense, rolling to his right. Pass deflected, incomplete. He tried to go to Schaefer down the right sideline as he rolled to his right. But I didn't catch who deflected it, JP. I don't know if you did, but somebody got the hand up and deflected the pass.
Hahn got that. Baby deflected.
3rd down and 10 now for Beal City.
Well, you certainly called that, Swan. They ran a little play action, and they're going to run a little quarterback roll and try to dump it off here. And Jacob dropped off that time in the coverage and got a hand up.
Obviously 4 down territory with just 1:38 left to go, but it's 3rd and 10 right now. Manton defense has the opportunity to step it up here, make a couple of big plays. Chillman under center, full house, 2 tight ends. Takes a snap, dropping back to pass. Defense rushing, tries to get it out to Shaner, incomplete. Could not connect with Shaner. I think it would have been a loss anyway. Manton was there defensively. But it brings up a big 4th and 10 or probably the ball game.
They try to set up a screen there, and we got some good pressure on him from the front side. And then McGrew and McKernan were there. You're absolutely right. If they would have completed it, they would have been for a loss anyway. So.
And the clock would have kept running.
Yep.
1:30 left to go. 4th and 10. Huge play of the ball game. Beal City now goes to the spread formation. Just one running back along with Chiz, who is in the shotgun for the first time. Here comes the rush. Rolling to his left, looking deep. Passes up in the air, incomplete. No flags. I don't see any, JP, do you?
I'm looking, and I still don't see one.
The Rangers have held. They're going to take over. 1st and 10 with 1:22 left to go in the ballgame. All they need to do is run out the clock. They lead at 28-22 after holding Beal City on downs, and Beal turns it over.
Well, Chillman contained that time, so that was a nice job on by the defensive backs to stay in position, and Regneris was the one that made that play.
Spread formation, 1st down Rangers, and handoff is to Salani. Boy, why risk a handoff? But Salani picks up 3. I would have Jacob Hahn just kneeling with the ball. 1:16 left to go.
I'm not sure how many timeouts. I know they took one for sure. That'd be their second one.
And now they got another one. We got a timeout on the field. We're not gonna leave. Let's keep it right here. We don't want to miss anything of the last 1:16.
I think they still have a timeout left, Swan. So you gotta see if you can generate that first down. And once you get that first down, of course you're not going to put the ball in the air here, but if you can get that first down.
So this last drive,
you can go take the victory position, but you got to get. I think they still have another timeout. So.
Yeah, I believe they might have one more. But Manton starting this drive after Beal turned it over on downs on their own 44-yard line. They've picked up a couple on the first play. It's 2nd down and 8. 1:16 left to go. Manton leading at 28-22 over the visiting Beal City Aggies. Just handing something off scares me. The only thing that could really hurt right now is a turnover. Hahn in the shotgun. Spread formation. Again, hands off to Salani. Salani off right tackle. Good yardage. He's still on his feet. Good for the first down in Beal territory at the 35-yard line. Huge play by the Rangers. Trevor Salani ran like a man possessed, like he has a few times tonight, Smarty.
Oh, boy, that boy came to play today. I'm telling you, both sides of the ball. Now Swan will go into
now let's kneel it,
take the knee.
1st and 10 Rangers, 1:06 clock running left in the ballgame. Rangers lead at 28-22. Hahn going under center this time. I formation behind him. We got the officials stepping in while the clock runs. Hahn takes a snap and simply kneels down. 40 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. The Manton crowd is going crazy. We have to say again, Smarty, that the Rangers have not defeated Beal City in football since 1982.
And I'll tell you, Swan, I remember that. And Timmy Loving and Keith Rostello, kids I used to work out with back after school there, they were confident to beat them then.
Hahn takes the snap again and simply kneels down, and this one is over. The Rangers have defeated Beale City. By many people, the pick to win the Highland Conference. The Rangers were ranked last in the preseason for the Highland Conference. The Rangers have knocked them off 28-22 in a huge ball game tonight in Manton. Stay with us. We're going to be back for our post game. We will have some stats. We'll go over the scoring for you and a couple of extra things. Our drive of the game. We'll award some Ranger drive balls of the game. Don't go away. We'll be back here in 2 minutes.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all of your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore on Main Street in Manton. Call 231-824-6465.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65-cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. Returning this fall to 308 on Saturday nights is comedy night with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine-in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. The local 308 is a proud supporter of the Manton Rangers and major supporter of Local First. Lutke is the right combination of experience, service, knowledge, and old-fashioned honesty. By providing a full range of forestry equipment services through 3 strong divisions: Lutke Equipment, Lutke Hydraulics, and Lutke Forest Products. Lutke can offer their customers the very best service, price, and always top quality products from a company that knows the challenges that loggers face every day. They offer the top brands with a full line of steel products, Traeger grills, and a full-service hydraulic and machine shop for all of your everyday needs. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 231-824-9506.
When you need an assisted living center you can trust to treat the person you cherish most like family, trust Maple Ridge Living Center. Maple Ridge Living Center is a 26-bed assisted care facility on M55 just east of Lake City, offering 24-hour care to meet the daily needs of their residents and give their families peace of mind. With a second 20-bed location coming in the spring of 2019 on Mackinac Trail in Cadillac. Call for a tour, 231-839-1011. That's 839-1011. Maple Ridge Living Center, just east of Lake City.
Welcome back, everyone. Rick Swanson with Jim Smart from Manton, where the Rangers have defeated the Beale City Aggies by the score of 28-22. Let me say it one more time. Yes, the Manton Rangers have defeated Beale City 28-22. Beale City falls to 0-3 overall on the season, 0-1 now in the Highland Conference. Manton improves to 3-0 on the season, 1-0 in the conference. Let me recap the scoring for you throughout tonight's ball game. Beale City got on the scoreboard first in the first quarter on a 5-yard run from Shaner. The extra point kick was blocked by the Rangers, and at 5:49 left to go in the first quarter, Beale City led it 6-0, and that was the score at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, Beale City put another touchdown on the board, a 13-yard run from Matthews. The 2-point conversion was made on a run from quarterback Chillman, and with 11:20 left to go in the first half, Beale City led it 14-0. And then the Rangers started picking up on the offensive end. Trevor Salani scored from 3 yards out. The kick was good, and Manton pulled within 14-7 with 6:32 left to go in the first half. And then with 1:11 left to go in the first half, Salani scored again, this time on a 5-yard run. The kick again was good. Both those extra points completed by Lucas McKernan, the freshman, and that scored it up, or tied it up, I should say, 14-14 at halftime. Manton received the kickoff in the second half and took it 6 plays, 62 yards to take the lead on a 2-yard run from Nick Dunham. The kick was no good, but with 9:39 left to go in the third quarter, Manton had taken their first lead 20-14. On Beale's very next possession, they went 50 yards and scored on a 1-yard run from Fox. The 2-point conversion was good, and Beal jumped back out on top with 4:59 left to go in the third quarter, 22-20. That's how the third quarter ended, with Beal leading by 2. In the fourth quarter, there was only one score, and that was the Rangers. With 6:31 left to go in the ballgame, Trevor Salani took it 48 yards, his third touchdown of the night. The 2-point conversion was good on a big pass from Jacob Hahn deep in the corner of the end zone to Regnerus, and that put Manton up 28-22. And Manton from there hung on. They got Beal to turn the ball over on downs, and then they were able to run out the clock, and Manton secured the 28-22 victory over Beal City. Again, the first time Manton has defeated Beal in football since 1982. JP, how about some numbers for us?
Well, let's see here. Jacob Hahn carried the ball 10 times tonight for 63 yards. Had a couple big runs there. Let's see here. Nick Dunham carried the ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times for 8 yards, but did have a TD run in there, a really nifty TD run in there. Trevor Salani carried the ball 10 times for 100 yards for 3 TDs. Passing tonight, of course, these stats are all unofficial, but I had Jacob throw 4 of 6 for 92 yards. A couple of big throws in there, and of course the big 2-point conversion there down the road to get that 2-point conversion in late in the game. Defensively, Salani led the team with 14 tackles. Jacob War had 12 tackles. Caleb Milkey had 9 tackles, and Trenton Lytle had 10 tackles as well. Of course, the turnover battle was tied 2-2 tonight, but we had a big interception by War, as well as a fumble recovery by McGrew. So, not overwhelming stats. It was a defensive ball game. A lot of time of possession by the Aggies, especially here in the second half. But we didn't give up a big running play in the second half, and I thought that was huge. I thought our coaching staff made some nice adjustments to shut down that off-tackle play late, and that proved to be a good move. And just this
great ball game. Just a great ball game. Beal City jumped out 14-0, as I said, and if you look at the score the rest of the way, the Rangers scored 28 to Beal City's 8 the rest of the way. How were the Rangers able to turn it around? How did they pull it off? What was the difference in the game?
I think just a confidence factor. Once they got the pregame jitters out, you got the Beal City stigma there. We had a Frankfurt stigma for years when we're in the Northwest Conference. Once you get on the field, you start playing, you wait a minute, we can play with these guys. And so that's a confidence builder. And you alluded to the fact that Coach Salani had some strategic ways to motivate the team early and or during the course of the week. And confidence builds confidence, and it showed. Once we found that first touchdown we scored, I thought was huge.
Right.
Yes. And
right.
Now we can score on them, and then tying it up. We really outplayed them in the second half, and I thought the first half was pretty much a draw. So.
Yeah, there were a lot of big defensive stands. Beal City, leading 14-0, had the ball again. They had a chance to go up 3 scores, but the defense held, and just so many positives to look at tonight, and so many new faces on this team, which we've alluded to in all of the early games this season. The new faces are stepping up. The Ranger faithful are getting excited, and the Rangers are off to a 3-0 start to start the season. I want to take a moment now and take a look at our Ranger drive of the game from 107.1 The Drive. And with the score tied, 14-14, the Rangers came out, took the opening kickoff of the second half, and they went 62 yards in 6 plays, capped off by a 2-yard run from Nick Dunham to take the lead for the first time in the ballgame, and that is our Ranger drive of the game. Now, the 107.1 The Drive Ranger game balls, JP. we're going to recognize with the Ranger game balls tonight?
Well,
so many to possibly give to.
Yeah. Well, I would like to give one to Trevor Salani. I think that's the best game I've seen him play in his 3 years on the varsity. He played with a lot of passion and a lot of intensity tonight, and he delivered some big hits, both running the football and from his linebacker position.
And let me throw in there, don't forget his foot.
Yes.
Punting-wise.
Oh, absolutely.
He was involved so much in all three aspects of the game tonight.
And, Jacob Hahn, once again, both sides of the ball. I thought he did a very nice job running the offense tonight. He ran hard. He made some nice throws. And he made some key defensive plays as well, either coming up to Phil from that cornerback position, or he's the one that deflected that tipped ball. You got to give some credit to Lytle from his linebacker position. He really did a nice job. And I really liked the way that Gavin Summers played from his inside defensive tackle position. He really got some key penetration, particularly late in the second half, and disrupted some of the timing of the Beale City offense. And I'd like to give one of the coaching staff for some of the adjustments they made at halftime and during the ball game. So, and what a win!
It's so huge. You hit it right there. You can have a game plan coming in, but you got to be able to adjust during the game.
Absolutely. And, right in Coach Salani's comments early on, he said these kids are very coachable. And obviously they're very coachable, and they're also working very hard in practice because they are doing some things that are right. And they're in some good positions to make some plays, and there's no quitting them, that's for sure.
Exactly. They're going to be fun to watch as we go through the season, as they jump out to a 3-0 start. Looking ahead to next week, boy, they jump right back in the fire. The Rangers will be on the road for the first time this season with the short trip over to Lake City. The defending Highland Conference champions, state semifinalists a year ago. But what a stepping stone this game is to go into that one. We will be in Lake City next Friday night, September 14th, as the Rangers do take on Lake City. Game time is 7. We'll be on with the pregame at about 6:40. We hope you can join us for all the action if you are not over in Lake City yourself next Friday night. Well, we want to thank again the local people and businesses who are sponsoring Ranger football on the air this season. They are Lutke Hydraulics and Forest Products, Forest Area Federal Credit Union, Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, the Smokehouse on 13th Street in Cadillac, Shepler Well Drilling in Manton, Java and Java 2 of Cadillac, the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton, Manton Booster Club, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Maple Ridge Living Center, Jamie Fellows Garno City to Shore Real Estate Office in Manton, and Bostic's Drugstore in downtown Manton. Stop in and see them if you can. Express your thanks. It's a great list of sponsors as we move on through the season. JP, any final thoughts before we wrap it up tonight?
Hey, this was a lot of fun tonight, and just very exciting for the kids and the coaching staff. Nice game plan and great win for the program and for the school and the community.
Yeah, I said during the game, one of the most exciting games I've been involved with in a long time, either as a spectator or announcing or whatever. It was a tremendous effort from the Rangers to come back and pull this thing off. Well, that's going to do it from Manton. This is Rick Swanson along with Jim Smart, and back in the studio control room, Zach Wiggins. We thank him for keeping us running smoothly tonight. And we're hoping you'll tune in next Friday evening when the Manton Rangers travel to the Lake City Trojans. We will be on with the pregame at 6:40. But once again, our final score tonight, the Manton Rangers 28, the Beale City Aggies 22. You are listening to 107.1 The Drive, home of Manton Ranger football. We now return you to the regular programming of Classic Rock.
This broadcast of Manton Rangers football on 107.1 The Drive and 107.1thedrive.com has been sponsored by the 308, Forest Area Federal Credit Union, Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate, the Manton Boosters, Scheffler Well Drilling, the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center, Lutke Hydraulics, Cadillac Java and Java 2, the Smokehouse, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Maple Ridge Living Center, and Bostic's Drugstore. Thank you for listening to this presentation of Manton Rangers football on 107.1 The Drive.
Every hour.
There's no one like you.
Every day. Real wall-to-wall classic rock. This is the new 107.1 The Drive.
It's one thing to jam out. Oh, man. rock and roll. Good times.
When I do, I feel like I'm living to the fullest.
The Drive.
You can go your own way.
The Lakes Classic Rock Station.
Go your own way.
The Drive. If you want lots of commercials and DJs that talk too much,
it goes round and round.
There's always 98.5. But if you want the most classic rock, every hour you found it. The new 107.1 The Drive.